everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. It's Friday. It's July. I think it's Friday. It's July the 10th. We are gonna get comfy. Try not to get too sleepy. And see about farming maybe some more rares for mounts. But first, I want to start off my house. I'm still waking up over here. I was running a little late. We got the stream starting on time. That's the important bit. Let's just start where we should. Let's just have a little nice sleep. Let's appreciate the nook for a second. How is everybody doing? I want to thank Becky for an 85-month resub. Thanks for sticking with me, Becky. Good morning. Day with a 10-month resub. How cool is Bryce's grandma? Very cool. I need her on After Sun immediately. That was very fun. I couldn't believe her. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing today? Let's see. Let's get this more or less stuck behind me. See if we need to pin anything else back. We're gonna do makeup at a later point today. It's not happening just yet. Not on stream, mind you, but like before if we do a news video. Okay, we got some water. I got some sound. We gotta boot up some sound. I wish it was 5 p.m. already. So far, so good. Yourself? Not too bad. I, once again, last night, decided I was gonna try out letting the cats sleep in bed. Because sometimes we had them, for a while they were in jail, and then sometimes I would have, the door closed so that they couldn't sleep in bed, and then I would let them in the morning. Because, on account of the midnight face attacking. And yeah, last night they were being really sweet, and I got them really good. We got them tired out, and they had been kind of tired because they went to the vet and got another pair of shots too. So I thought, let's give it another go. Let's give it another whirl, and we'll just have nice sleep with the babies. And they were very good, but I still woke up a lot of times. They didn't do it. It wasn't their fault. They did not. There was no midnight face attacking last night, but we definitely didn't get a contiguous, uninterrupted block of sleep. But that's okay. I got 16 mysterious sky shards. At some point, I'm gonna stop by the bank, because we're gonna go through Silvermoon. I could heart there, but I could also just take a couple portals. I want to stop by the bank and drop those in, and see about see if we're getting meaningfully closer to Al Sharon at least. 6 p.m. here. Nice. It is 9:06 a.m. here. I do, on 9 a.m. stream days, I do an 8 a.m. alarm, and that's usually plenty of time to get up and get ready and get stuff going, especially with my partner helping. It's just really, nobody's really moving this morning. It's hard when the cats are being so cute and everybody's so sleepy, but we're here. I'm not late. I'm not particularly fancy, but I'm not late. I'm going to Silvermoon. I'm going to stop by the bank. Good day, chat. Finally resubbed to WoW. The freedom was enjoyed. Very nice, very nice. Nice to have a little... This is the Caverns of Time. That's not Silvermoon at all. It's nice to have a little bit of WoW to play in the summer. Especially if you've got the time to do it. Morning. Good morning. Is it a weird time in the patch? I wouldn't say it's weird. We don't really get much downtime anymore. They're shoving patches out every 8 weeks, so you're never really that far from the next one. We're kind of in the middle of this one for sure. It's good. There's stuff to do. I don't think it's a bad time to come back. Woke up wishing I was home before even leaving the house. Yeah, I like this point of the patch because I kind of finished most of what I wanted to do with the 1207 stuff, and now I have a good space to kind of work on whatever I want. I want to work on Midnight Rares. I'm still 5 of 8 mounts. Oh, is that for me? Oh, thank you so much. Blessings be upon you. I gotta go to see Dame Bloodshed and have some coffee. I'm never gonna get more mounts if we don't keep killing rares. I don't know how many I've killed, and I don't know how many I will. Oh, she is up. That's nice. But we're gonna have to well, we don't have to, but I'd like to keep working on it. See what we can do. Plus, you know, we're getting some sky shards. I'm getting lots of Voidlight Marl. I'm gonna need that for stuff, I'm sure. Can always just start catching up on Mog and sets and tabards and shoulders and whatever from the ret benders. When was the last time you would have said it was a bad time to come back? Bad times to come back. Has that ever been true, in my estimation? There might have been a wacky time. Hi, Moose. How are you, buddy? Good morning. Good morning, bud. You gonna come snooze in here with me? I did not get my pet. It's okay. I don't know, maybe when things were like super broken, like right at the drop of 12:05, that was a pretty bad time to come back. Nothing was working. Late one. Also, good morning. Good morning, Wolf Cloud. Yeah, see, I appreciate where you're coming from with that one. I had such a wonderful time in Late Wad, though. Sometimes time is a gift in itself. Sometimes you just want, like, some space to do stuff. Some of my favorite memories are Wad. Warband Bank. So I have 313, 329, plus I'm holding a few more in other characters, so they're coming along. Still feel overwhelmed with everything I still need to do. Yeah. I'm increasingly accepting I'm just not gonna finish a variety of things. As long as I'm having fun working on whatever it is I'm doing, that's the key thing. Stuck in Herondar trying for that second mount to drop at 3 of 8 forever now. If there ever was a bad time to come back, I'd still be advocating to my friends they should play WoW with me. Korthia, maybe? Launch Korthia was pretty rough. I still hold that it got better after a month of patches and hotfixes. These mounts from rares are going to be the bane of my existence. Did finally get Molly. Congratulations. Hit the 600 mount achievement with that one. A perfect day. Push patches out so quick these days, I always feel a little behind. Yeah, I definitely feel like they're worth a little less. They've increased the supply so high on patches that they feel less precious than they once did. And I no longer feel like I need to really juice them for every last drop of content that they have. Because I can't. There's just no... There's simply no time, and there's honestly not that kind of energy. Oh, somebody else picked up my PI. There's a demon hunter here. Should we have some coffee? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't spill the coffee. Don't spill the coffee. Speaking of precious. I want to drink the coffee, but I don't want to, like, miss rares if there's somebody else farming them and doing the loop. People like going clockwise. I could, if I don't find this one up, I should probably pivot and start running counterclockwise. I might have better luck that way. I think it's a human thing. Yeah, we're gonna go the other way. This is a nice mount. It matches my new Mog. I've been enjoying trading post Mogs lately. Getting to kill a Doomgorger Kralok and all my characters for a chance at that map before it goes away again for a month and a half. Good luck, good luck. This one is it dead? It's dead. It's dead. Kaput. Rest in pieces. Ulatek doesn't seem really exciting to me, so I wish we had more time to just do stuff. I mean, you could always continue to do whatever you're doing now when Ulatek comes out, you know. Don't let peer pressure make you do new content. There's nothing in the world stopping you from just carrying on. I always get a little crappy whenever there's new outdoor content because I'm like, now I have to figure this out, and I'm very rarely ready for it. It's almost never when I'm like out of stuff to do. And I usually enjoy it once I kind of get it figured out, but I have such a lag time on that it takes me ages. Like, this content was available when Midnight launched. People were farming these rares right when the patch launched the first time. I did not do it yet at the time. Ow, ow. It says that they're up. I'll kill the crabs. I think killing the crabs is cope, though. Hi, do you want to come sit on my lap? You want to sit on my PC? Where are you going? We have a Mr. Tuna joining us. Hi, Mr. Tuna Geek. You want to come see me? You think about it. You make your own choices. Don't let me live your life for you. Did you see that the hall there is just a big zone of infinite fast spawning small events for currency to turn in for stuff? Oh, hi, Mr. Stobbs. I didn't see that. That's like the thing that I can skip though, right? It's just like the elite group content version of the outdoor thing. I think I can get away with like not worrying about it. At least for a while. Morning, Hazel. Hope your day's starting out well. On vacation. Vacation at home for 12 days, having neck disc problems causing pain. Oh, I'm so sorry. Improvements on the way, hopefully. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hope you start feeling better soon. Tuna, do you want to come sit? You want to come sit? You want to say hi to everybody? Oh, come on up here, Tuna Kid. You're so cute. You're such a sweet guy. Good morning. Did you sleep good? I know you guys were happy to be in bed. You guys were so happy you didn't even finish your dinner. You just came to bed early without finishing your food, which has never happened before. Hi. This is some good furs on you, buddy. That's a good motor you got. I'm so happy you're doing good, buddy. I brushed them yesterday. They're getting real soft again. That's my straw. That is my straw. You may not have my coffee. You cannot have my coffee. I just want to smooch them all day. I have no self-control. Hi. Oh, that's a good spot. Paw, they got big quick. They do, don't they? This one is 2.2 kilos now. And when I brought him home, he was like 800 grams. Hi. And then Tiki is a little ahead of him at 2.4. How'd their vet visit go? Good. It went really good. Everything, all steam ahead. They didn't find any traces of ringworm left. We did some testing for FELV and FIV, and both of them came up negative for both of them, which was kind of a thank God moment. I was really worried. And then we got some more vaccines. Poor Tiki. He hasn't been by on stream since the vet, but he's got a new bald patch on his neck because they shaved him to do a blood draw for the test. So he's got kind of like a bow tie naked spot because he was they were having a hard time getting his blood. As a professional WoW person, do you feel you have enough time to do everything you want to do in the game? I mean, I guess I am a professional WoW person, technically. In the most technical form of the term. I feel like my available time kind of scales up and down for the game, depending on how badly I want to be doing it. Like, if I really desperately wanted to be doing something, I could be getting on more in, like, the evenings. Or even the afternoons or whatever. Like, there's plenty of time in my life that I'm not playing WoW that I technically could be if I really wanted to be. So I don't feel like I get everything done, but I also feel like if I really wanted to, I would. See you later, buddy. I don't think that bird is gonna spawn. His little night elf makeup on one of his eyes. Clown, whatever you like more. He's got little markings. They look like little ink blots to me. It looks like someone took a white cat and started doing some calligraphy. Chunky kitties. Wish they made it so collecting stuff wasn't impossible. So much to get. Some are just too hard. Miss 100%ing things. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff that's like a real stretch goal. Had to uninstall ATT because it was making me manic trying to 100%. I understand. I had to let go of trying to... I still have ATT, but I let go of my fantasy of ever finishing anything. Sometime around midnight, honestly, I feel like I came to terms with I will never do everything. And I'm gonna stop trying. I'm gonna stop trying to do everything, and I'm just gonna try to do whatever I want instead. And that's gonna come out to the same amount of joy. I thought I was being so clever running counterclockwise. I haven't found a whole lot of rares up. I have 3 90s. Could have more if I like really ground time walking. There's always that. There's always BFA time walking. I got 3 90s that can do this. Tuna, are you coming back already? Ow! Yeah.
The Murlocs are ambushing our supply carts.
You can sit on the PC if you like.
Take back what they stole.
Oh, you want my lap? That yells kind of Tuna for uppies. Oh. Yeah, he's chatty. Both of them are chatty. Tuna's more of a yeller, and Tiki says long and intricate sentences when he feels like talking. Tiki sounds like he's trying to communicate, and he's an alien, and he's speaking a complex and storied language. Tuna just kind of goes, eh. China exclusive pets helped me realize I would never be complete a long time ago. Yeah, I used to kind of be able to draw like a line in my mind of things that I would have never been able to get, like things that were unavailable from the past, or, you know, China exclusives, that kind of thing. But I think I've chilled out. It's been more fun. I'm still enjoying working on stuff. Plus, I feel like at this point, after having played WoW and collected things for this many years, I will always have a lot of stuff. It's not like that. You can't take away the stuff that I've already farmed. Just because it's not everything doesn't mean that I don't have a lot of stuff. I completely forgot about the framed paintings we could buy after that whole War of Light and Shadow storyline. Gagging right now. Wait. Framed paintings. Oh yeah. I think those are the ones that people were telling me. It's you can basically, if you want a framed thing and it doesn't come in a frame, people were using those items and then just layering the thing that they wanted framed over top of the original painting, but underneath the frame. I think I did that somewhere in my house once. Good morning, Hazel. Good morning, Sure Shot. How are you doing? Coffee good. Coffee important. Are you fighting my chair? I will not move my wheels. I don't trust you not to be right next to them. Wow. Tika gets so excited when you try to mimic his meows because he's like, it's working. They understand me. And then he gets kind of frustrated when he realizes you're just mimicking him and you don't actually understand what he's trying to say. I want to. I'm just going to need more time to figure it out on context. Little guy. Finally got the nether warped egg after fishing over 4,000 times. Holy smokes, congratulations. Wow. Hazel, hello. Good luck on the mounts. Hello. Good luck. Thank you very much. Could happen. Today could be the day. Could get to 6 of 8. That would be something. It's a grind for a mount. Soon we'll have the new tech to speak to pets. You can download all kinds of apps that'll pretend. Dog and cat translators. It's not going to get you very far though. Evil, sometimes I just look up sounds to call your cat on TikTok and it's like kitten meows to get her to cuddle. Aww. Does your cat want a kitten? Kira used to be kind of attracted by the kitten sounds, and I used to think she wanted a kitten, but then when we had kittens, she was like, I don't know. When do they go home? When do they leave? She was kind of middling on it. That's fine. One thing I want to know. Pets' thoughts while they get the zoomies. Why? Is it for fun? I can't imagine my pets with the zoomies having a single thought in their brain. I feel like it must be a completely thought-free state of existence. Speaking of, hello.
Face your flames! Face your flames! You're empty of fire if you
150
never
woodland
more.
marl? Okay, yeah, alright. You got me. She had kittens twice, 5 total. Oh, wow. Broke water at my feet mid-Valorant round to my blanket. It was a lot. Holy. My cat is a prime example of thought-free existence. The true sage. Tiki was in here. I don't know if he wants up or not. He might come around. Tiki? Oh, there you are. Would you like up, my friend? Want to come see everybody? Cat might not be a lap cat, but she's so chatty. Loves talking to me, wanting pets. Tiki's just on the floor right behind my chair. Did that work? Do I have to do it again? Did I do a bad job the first time? Never met a chattier cat IRL so far. I love it when they'll hold a conversation with you. It's so fun. Oh, no, they're gonna go play. There we go. I have this toy that's it's like a little sort of bouncy wire on a handle that you can attach little like makeshift birds or like just clumps of feathers and bells and stuff too. And the two cats go absolutely bananas for it. They just go bonkers. It's great because you can really make sure you tire them out if you want them to be sleepy for something. When I see open green space, I feel the zoomy surge. It's okay if I'm a dog, but it's scary for everyone around. I remember being a kid and then just being like on a field or like, I don't know, the urge to run down a hill. I don't get it anymore. The bones make you pay too much for it now, but I remember. Old cat used to hang out in my hoodie while I gamed to my shoulders. Oh, yeah, almost goofy. Man, someone must be really on top of clearing rares in this zone because I'm not finding anything. I wonder, I should maybe just go do Herondar and come back. This is a mess. Whenever we get a toy with feathers on it, the cats will play and wrestle with the toy for a few minutes and then proceed to groom the feathers. We have to be careful to make sure Tiki doesn't eat them. But that's a supervised only kind of toy. He would be such a menace if he had access to birds. It is good that he does not have access to actual birds. I used to think, man, how can cats even catch birds? Birds can fly. And then I saw Tiki hunting a toy and I was like, oh, cats can fly too. They just don't want you to know about it. They're just keeping it on the down low. They can absolutely fly. It's crazy. It's a little scary. Somehow rolling was fun. I think my body would scream at me if I did it now. Yeah. Both Tiki and Tuna are fast, but Tiki is like spooky fast, and he hits things very hard. Like if he pounces on something, there is like a real thump. Real ground rumbling thump. Whatever it was, it would die. It would not make it. Herondar, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll have a look in another zone. Average wild cat kills something like close to 200 wild animals a year. I imagine some cats are much better at it than others and are big outliers too. Watching videos of them dodging snake strikes, yeah. Crazy reflexes on them. Hi, Moose. You gonna come sleep in here? If reflex is so fast, how come they still get stepped on? How come I still have to shuffle my feet along the ground while I'm bringing them their food so they don't snake their way under my feet? What's up with that? They're gone. They've moved on. They're not sticking around for my lectures. There we go. Love a patch of rares up. We had a cat run into a door, and when we opened the door, it was shaking its head like it was trying to shake it off. Oh, poor baby. Owie. They do that. Poor Kira would walk into stuff semi-often because she couldn't see it. We would have like foam up covering like steel legs of furniture and stuff so that she would at least have something to bounce off of. And every now and then you would just hear like a bong and you would just see her just like shaking her head. Poor baby. Hurts to walk into something head first. Oh, this one's up too. It's me. I'm clearing out the zone now. I wonder how many days it would take me if I just did this. I might need more characters eventually. I can usually make my 3 characters last 3 hours to do 2 zones if I'm really thorough, but it takes some bad luck. I might need another ult at some point. Dog has confidently walked into the glass back door and nose first so many times. Oh, poor Muffin. Take it as a compliment to the cleanliness of the glass. I gave a bush a haircut yesterday. I have like a laurel shrub that occurred to me. It's been getting quite large and it's been kind of taking over stuff. And it's not really part of a hedge. It just kind of exists. And I finally had enough, and I decided I was going to take some pruners to it. It's not particularly pruning season, but from what I hear, it's kind of hard to kill those things anyways. I was giving it a haircut. And the longer I kept going, the more I was like, wow, this must be a skill set that people actually like practice over time, because I am giving this guy, this bush, the most unfashionable of trims. She is looking kind of scuffed. She looks great from one angle, and then you walk around and you're like, wait, she's got rabbit tails. She's a little funny shaped. But she's smaller now, and that's the important thing. She's kind of taken over her spot. We have time to do 1 zone on 5 characters a day for mounts. Yeah. It can vary so much, too, depending on... Oh, that's just Stumpy. If other people are clearing them at the same time. I was getting faster kills for a while after 1207 came out, because I guess people were doing rares in the new zone for achievements, but I think people finished their achievements because I think they're back. This is a nice empty shard, though. Hello, fishy. I thought that was a player coming in to take the fish. It's just another mob aggroing. Oopsies. Any mounts? Hello? No. Sky shards, though. 1 round of the zone, then just camp them 1 by 1. That's smart. I want the Aln Sharon mount. I would ride that around while I was farming these rares. If I do get the Herondar mount, I'm going to be just living in Zolomon. And in theory, that's a good thing to be narrowed down to just 1 zone left, but... Oh, I don't know. Zolomon doesn't like me very much. I have yet to make friends with it. Last zone I was doing on 7 characters. Yeah, I wonder if if this one drops before the last 2 in Zolomon, I may end up having to... level more characters to 90 to actually be able to fill a 3-hour stream with mount attempts. Been itching to work on some legacy collecting. There are some BFA Island crates that I need this week. Yippee. Nice. That should be fun. There's cool stuff in those. Speaking of islands and legacy collecting, one day... It's not today, it's not tomorrow, it might not be for a few years, but one day the urge will hit me to go finish collecting things from the Siren Isle in BFA. It'll happen. I know it. Love the islands. I think they would make such fun time walking content for remix. Time running, as it stands. 62 gold there. I wonder if this person coming from that way means these ones are dead, though. Thought you were going to say you're going back to Animal Crossing. I wish I could go back to Animal Crossing and have it feel the same way that it did the first time. Oh no, this one's up. I love that game, but I think I've gotten everything that I'm going to get out of it. Siren Isle was the War Within, yeah. Different expansion. Similar vibes, though. It kind of had BFA energy. Missing Undermine. Went there the other day to see what it was like right now. Lots of people in my realm there. We still have to farm Invincible. Not if we get locked in for another year again. You think that was the magic ingredient for Animal Crossing? It may have been. I think it had something to do with it for sure. Undermine was so controversial. I loved it. There were a lot of people that very validly could not stand it, though. Gave up on islands, tried to grind them, got 0 mounts out of 20 boxes. BFA remix waiting rib. Fair. Red Shamrock, thank you very much for the 48-month resub. Hi, Hazel and chat. Happy Friday. Hello, happy Friday. Hope you're at the beginning of a beautiful weekend. How are you? How are the cats? Hi, Vulcan. I'm doing all right. I'm tired today, but we're gonna perk up somehow. We got some coffee. We'll make it work. Cats are doing good. Tuna and Tiki are doing really good. They're finally starting to improve from their various maladies. 1 kill per day per character, so you can use multiple characters to farm more. Hope everyone is having a lovely day. I'll be lurking, working on my last 3 exams coming up. I'll finally be done with all 8 for the semester. Nice, congrats in advance. Jazz soundtrack alone while riding around on those goofy cars. Chef's kiss. Nothing like getting your car stuck on some stairs in an alleyway, as Honda intended. I can mostly do this with one hand. So I can't believe you did all those checklists. I can't believe anybody cared. It's such a pointless grind. And because of that, I'm like kind of weirdly proud that I finished it. It was just like an exercise in look at how much boring stuff I can do. And you know what? I did it. Not that many people did. Us part-timers are a rare breed. Reminds me of the time a Norwegian politician drove down the stairs in front of the king's castle with her car. Oh, that's funny. I would say iconic, but without any contextual knowledge, it's a tough thing to say about politicians. Might be putting your foot in it. Farm and rares? I approve. Hi, Tomcat. Hope you've been doing well. I'm 5 out of 8 for the mounts from these guys. We're working on it. We're back. It's a great title. I should put it back on. I'm wearing Ritual Breaker right now because that was just the last one that we got. Where's Part-Timer? Elemento. There it is. Part-Timer. Right above Patron of War. I think Patron of War was for like viewing an arena tournament or something a million years ago. Alright, we smoked through Herondar. Let's go try Zolomon again. I don't think you have enough titles. This roller coaster we call life hasn't thrown me off yet. I hear Tuna yelling. What is it? Meow! I don't expect that to accomplish anything, but he has stopped yelling. Perhaps I've shocked him.
Maladash, Malanore.
Lost my sell junk button. I lost the default sell junk button. I don't know how that happened. Get rid of these guys.
Rest well.
Oh, that's a cute lamp. I must have got that from Rotmeyer when I did it yesterday. I have 6 tokens of merit. I should cash them in. Well, I think if I forget to cash them in, they'll still give me gold for them. I think they auto-cash for gold at the end of the season. You just vendor them. No plans to go to BlizzCon this year. Not this time around. I hope everybody has a magical time, though. What will you do when you eventually get all the mounts in the game? Like when you're only having to get the new ones. Oh, that would be... You think so much of me. I will never, ever, ever get caught up to that point. I don't think there's a world in which I ever farm mounts faster than they bring them out. I have lots of them. And I also collect other stuff. I also do other things. So I could occupy myself with transmog or pets or titles. Or, you know, I've come back to Herondar. That's so silly. I meant to go to Zolomon. Mythic Plus and Raider. I could even get back into PvP. But I will never get caught up on mounts. There's no way. Every expansion I miss more and more of them. And I have quite a few. How many mounts do I have? The only mount that I want but can't get is the auctioneer / mailbox mount. Yeah, I know some people that had been doing gold making to save up gold and WoW tokens so that if they ever bring it back on the cash shop, they have WoW tokens like saved for it. Because they've brought it back before. It would shock me if they never brought it back again. Me! Yeah, there you go. There it is. That's too bad. BlizzCon with a +1 Hazelnutty better than a BlizzCon with a -1 Hazelnutty. I'm sure it'll be a blast though. I'll be watching at home. Need them to do another collector's bounty. Managed to snag a few from that one. I really hope that they do more collector's bounty. I would love to have a version of collector's bounty that is for outdoor mounts, that buffs like rare drop mounts and rare spawn rates for rares that drop mounts. Not just for the sake of this farm, but like for things like Soundless and Breezebiter and Rustfeather and Arachnoid Harvester and those are just mounts that I don't have after all these years. You know, I would take another version of the instance one. I would play that. There's still mounts that I need from that. I tried my hardest last collector's bounty and I was still missing the Sylvanas mount and the N'Zoth mount after all of it. But I would love an outdoor version of it. There's so many good outdoor rare mounts. There's tons of them from like Shadowlands. People would make some use out of it. You could increase the spawn rate. You could add a nice fat immunity timer to give people some time to get there, and then just increase the drop rate, and people would have like a party. I wonder if it would be an issue on the servers if people are just like congregating. You know, they just crash the Nazjatar shard. Mechagon 90 level for the month makes it easier since the rares are not one shots. Trick to farming Breezebiter, War Mode 2, and RP server. Yeah, I bet. My trick is just to pretend it never happened. Breezebiter can't hurt me if I forget all about it. Farm for the Fire Owl mount is driving me crazy. Sean's gonna be up, but I don't want to fight him because he wins. I haven't started doing any Dragonflight raid farming yet. I'm gonna want to do it eventually for Mog. And then mounts. I have already some of the Dragonflight mount skins, like the transformations for your dragon riding mounts. I have those, most of them. I was lucky enough to have most of those drop for me during Dragonflight itself, but I certainly don't have the owl. Spent like 4 hours last Saturday completing the Dragonflight questline to unlock Emerald Dream for the Druid skin from Orastor. Didn't even have to use War Mode on an RP server. The RP server shard for Breezebiter was enough. It was always up. You guys are going to talk me into it. I guess I could just camp a character there. I have characters on RP servers. One of the things that I did last remix was when I was making new remix alts, I made each one on a different RP server. Basically for stuff like that. I just hadn't started it yet. Oh, hey, a rare! Imagine that! A Zolomon rare. Wow. Nope. No good. Worth a trip to check Breezebiter once in a while. Took me 2 to 3 days of the RP server thing to finally get him. He can be killed multiple times per day, so I just log in every so often to check for him. Oh, he can be killed multiple times per day. I don't know if I knew that. Something to keep in mind. Where are the rare mods? Why can't I find them? Oh, because he's an elite super knowing. Oh. Have my characters in RP servers just because there's more open world chatting and stuff without RP. Feels more alive. I used to really like RP servers, even though I was totally antisocial and kept to myself. Just because people had, like, nice fantasy names for their characters and weren't naming them, like, Britney Spears butt. I just wanted people to, like, I don't know, take it a little seriously, and RP servers were a great place for that, if you just wanted to kind of have, like, a tiny bit of nice fantasy game immersion. People were a little bit less toxic. A little bit. One mount. One mount, please. Nope, didn't work. Gotta try again. Am I on a populated server? I'm on a medium pop server. Lightbringer, it's been growing, I think, but generally pretty medium. It's not a massive high pop server. Usually, if like an expansion launch is happening and the major servers are all crashing, Lightbringer is usually not, which we appreciate. Morgul, thank you very much for the gift sub. Appreciate it. Please respect us, Ross Hero, Christina Aguilera 67. Listen, if Christina wants to play WoW, far be it from us to tell her she can't use her actual name. General chat in Argent Dawn is the wildest chat in all of WoW. Worst thing I've ever seen. Everything else is great. It's been a long time since I've been in like general or trade chat. Usually the first thing I do in a character is I leave those channels. I'm sure there's neat stuff that happens, and it does bite me in the butt whenever I need to like get something crafted, and it's people are like, oh, just ask and trade, and I'm like, ooh, trade, ooh. I could rejoin that, but ooh. It's just if I wanted to read people's like absolute inflammatory takes in politics, I would be in like the Facebook comment section. I wouldn't be in Stormwind. Try chat, half the fun of the game. I am gonna scan myself by rare, and I'm just gonna get up and check on something. Let's find a nice spot here. I know Poacher Ravik died not a little bit ago. He might be up. Hello, friend. Oh, he's up. Look at that. One pound, please. Did they ever get the commission system working? Commission system. Crafting orders are totally a thing. If you're getting like a weapon crafted though, or like armor, crafting orders for... You really want to find someone. You don't want to just public order it because you still cannot specify a quality with public orders. I don't really know why. I think any excuse they had for that has kind of worn a little thin. I feel like they should just let you do that. And then people can fill or not fill those as they please. That would be like a massive quality of life bonus for me. Is just let me put out a public order for my craft. Let me specify max quality and put a fat tip on it, and then just like wait for someone to get around to it. Someone will. If someone isn't, then perhaps one should fatten thy tips. Or improve thy mats. Look at these eggs. Whose eggs you eating? Do you play some single player games? I like Stardew Valley. I'm not playing it currently. I'm kind of waiting for the next patch. That's definitely... I mean, I guess there is multiplayer for it, but I've always played a single player. I like that one. Single player games. What else have I played? Satisfactory. Again, another one that you can play in multiplayer, but I've mostly played in single player. That's good. Been kind of itching to take another stab at that. I guess I can wait over here. Glad I have an army to take care of all my crafting needs. Okay, I'm gonna take just a quick sec here. I'll be right back. Whoop. Okay. Thank you for your patience. I'm back. I just wanted to check on my phone. I was hearing myself get texts, which like never happens. Kind of mad. One of them was spam. How rude. If my mail company ever needs to actually text me about a parcel, they're out of luck. I no longer trust any of them. Yeah, I'll check these once again. And I also have a minute-long video now of Tuna chasing down like a little spider that he may or may not have consumed at this point. They're keeping the house Well, I was gonna say bug-free. I think the spider was keeping the house bug-free. That's okay. Alright, one mount, please. Poor spider. Ran afoul of... I was gonna say big cat. It's a little cat, but it was a very small spider. Shouldn't have been out in the daytime. I tell the spiders, you can, I won't do anything, but you can't be showing your face outside of spider hours. You must keep yourself hidden from my sight during daytime hours, or else you have violated the covenant. Spiders are not friend-shaped friends. I love having them in the garden, especially. I got all kinds of good spiders in my garden. Watered my outside plants yesterday, discovered that I have at least 4 spider bros. Still working on not being terrified of them. Yeah, I wouldn't love having them on me. I try to avoid that. Or like, I'll wear gloves so that if I end up touching one, I don't feel it, kind of thing. I did a little bit of pruning of the tomato plants to kind of make some room for the poor pepper that's bunking with them. It's got one little flower on it and I'm rooting for him. Make one little pepper. Jumping spiders are very cute. Although the fact that they can jump kind of frightens me. Like, I want to lean close to them so that I can inspect their adorableness because they're very tiny and they're very cute. But the fact that they could jump sort of makes me not want to stick my face too close. It's an outcome that I'm not prepared to live with. Had to clean up some webs so they show themselves. It's got a bit messy on the porch. Speaking of friend-shaped not friends or not friend-shaped friends, I set up a trail cam by my back fence where there's been some mysteriously flattened down grass. I'm trying to like leave it for like a whole week without like disturbing it because it was kind of a pain to like fix it onto the fence. I couldn't think of any. I thought I had a clip that was gonna work, but I ended up having to like zap strap it. And I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I don't want to throw them out without using them for like a full week first. But I want to see. It could be deer. It could be elk. It might be a bear. Something's living back there. I just want to see. I just want to know. That is the agreement that I have with poisonous snakes at my house in the country. I just don't want to see you in my yard. Good afternoon and happy Friday, Hazelland community. Good afternoon and happy Friday to you. That one we're not looking for. What's your favorite mount? I don't know. I feel like I gave a different answer every time. I used to have an answer I'd tried out for this one. I don't remember anymore. I like a lot of them. There's a lot of good ones out there. I love me a mount that kind of looks like a real animal without like a ton of crazy stuff on it, like the albatross mounts that just look like seagulls, horse mounts that just look like horses, that kind of thing. I tend to pick mounts to ride based on how rare they are. I have my Mount Drill Enhanced sort my least commonly collected mounts to the top of the list, so mounts that I have that the fewest other people have. And then I tend to ride those ones a little bit more because they're a little bit more unique. You don't see them around as much. Really? Not that many people got the Decor Dual mount. Fascinating. People must have been sitting that one out. Let's go check over here. Plus I got another 10 sky shards to put in my bank. I want Ultron. I'm impatient. Haven't tried Decor Dual yet at all. I ground everything I wanted from it so that I could set it down. Just because I'm sure you can still easily get Decor Dual queues. There may one day eventually come a day where like with Warfronts, it may be hard to get a queue because you need a group of people to do it. It may be hard eventually down the road, not yet, but to find full queues for it, which is why I wanted to prioritize doing it while it was still pretty new and the queues were pretty short. You can totally get the Decor Dual mount still. I'm just surprised that not more people have done it by now, I guess, because it was pretty easy and it's been out for a little while. Did a bunch yesterday, best be doing it sooner rather than later. Yeah, it's not going anywhere, but I do encourage, if you do want stuff like that, maybe work on it sooner rather than later. Don't leave it for years, because there will eventually come a day where that's kind of hard to get, because it'll be tough to find groups for it. You've got time. Don't freak out. You've got time. But instantly uninstalled that add-on because of this reason. I don't want to see blue at my favorite mounts get it into my head. Well, you can disable that, I'm pretty sure. I think you can, I think you can. Maybe you can. I've never thought to. Could be a conversation starter. Are you actually up this time? You are. Hello. Two more, and then I can get on to my next character. Pretty happy with the coverage we're getting here. Do I have lots of Void Light Marl? I do. I'm gonna steal it all. I'm gonna compress it onto one character. 30k! That's more than I've ever had. Apparently I need 146k to get the rest of the stuff, so we're not close to being finished or anything. All the things seems to think I'm 146,450 Marl away from finishing my collection. Dang, stuff's expensive. Is it weird that I remember that I got 2 mounts from the last 2 rares that you killed? No, I don't think so. I'm pretty quickly forgetting which rares gave me my mounts earlier just because it's not... I don't think it's info that I'm gonna need. I know the Spooky Ghost Lady in Eversong gave me one of mine. That was like the first one, I think. Well, now that I've come this far, I kind of want these last 2 rares to come up. I kind of want to do them. Clean out the bags for a sec, see if we get any spawns up, get lucky.
Many deals for a friend.
Any tips for abundance? Makes no sense. Nothing I seem to do improves the amount of currency. You very well may be reaching the cap. There is a cap for how much currency you can get from running it. And it's pretty easy to make. So as long as you're getting to that cap, you're doing it. That's it. You've accomplished it. It's a weird event because the score, it's almost arbitrary. You can underperform to the point that they give you less currency, but it's pretty, you would have to really AFK in order to do so. It sounds like you're doing it perfectly already. I forget how much abundance you're supposed to get per shard of Dun-Dun. Because now if you want, you can use all of your shards in one go. Do I have extra shards? I have 8. Yeah, I should do it sometimes. just to get the stuff to spend it on, I don't even know what. 900 is max, yeah. There you go. Only have one character I mainly play. Is there a reason that you're changing? These rares that I'm farming for mounts can drop loot once per day per character. So once I've killed each of these rares on my priest, if I want to keep farming them today, I need to get on another character and kill them again on a different one. So that's why. But I like playing lots of different characters. It's just fun. If nothing else, it's like a bunch of different dolls to dress up with transmogs. Hi Hazel. Hi Luke. How you doing? Happy Friday. Hope you're at the beginning of a great weekend. I have to wait this one out because it's literally the last rare that I don't have yet. I must get it. Can't just leave this unfinished. You know what I'm not caught up on, and I don't know when I'm going to get over myself and do it, is I have not caught up on my Omnium Folio. I am still 2 points in, and we're now up to 4. Just got kinda lazy. Stopped caring. I'm not really doing anything that needs it right now, but I know I should do it eventually because that reward is gonna, like, the folio is gonna be relevant apparently for this whole expansion. Can't be misnote on it. Tweet tweet. 3 mounts I have are the 3 that you're missing. That's funny. Funny how it works out sometimes. Maybe after this, before I log on to my next character, I do my abundance real quick. I've got the toy that teleports you there, and I could just send all 8 of them in one go. Possible to catch up to in 1 week? Is it 1 per week? I don't know. I've been kind of hoping and assuming and banking on being able to basically catch up by doing all of the weeks that you missed. I've been hoping it's just a time-gated unlock, but that if you come in later, you can just kind of do all of the different weeks. It would be punishing for them to make you wait if you came back late. Got the green proto drake after several weeks of cracked eggs. Gave up on it a long time ago. Oh, congrats! That's an old school farm. I remember working on that. The little goopy, the goopy bouncy guys in Shelazar Basin. Feel better about also putting it off. Completed week 2 yesterday. Immediately started week 3. Oh, good. Where? I'm using Lunar Treasure while I wait. My other characters have mining, so they can kind of like gold farm a tiny bit if we're just camping a rare. I can fish, but only if there's water right there. Gotta get the epic fishing pole for the fishing faction in 12-1. 4th week's the good one, gives you the secondary stats. Yeah. That's what I hear. Such a huge backlog of games. WoW overwhelms me with so much to do. I can't do everything, but man, just a perfectionist. What games are on the top of your backlog? What else are you itching to play? Now we're back to the Argent Tournament. Oh, deep cuts. Might try something else for next raid tier, which is Enhancement Shaman. Never played it. Now that I'm trying it, it's so visually pleasing. Thunder, lightning. Wind Fury. Hello! Hi, Scarlet. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Are you cooking? I'm waiting for my last rare to spawn so that I can get another character and start again. Feel like it'll be up any minute now. Must have just missed it.
I have many lucky doos. You like?
Many lucky doos. Couple things I can warbank.
May your feet find good
One nice
trails.
thing about waiting for spawns is that it's a great opportunity to clear out your bags. Let's put my shards in. So 339. I feel like once I get to the last 100 sky shards, it's going to start to feel real. Like I can actually finish it. Those. Take the glimmer line. Oh yeah, I'm saving up Vile Essences too. I have all of 50 of them out of 1,000. There's a mount farm I haven't done yet. I hear people talking about different mount farms like Alnsharon and the rares and the fishing one. I don't hear a lot of people talking about Vile Essences. I feel like that means it's either pretty easy or really terrible. One of the two. Hey Hazel, how you doing? Hi Jamie, I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Waking up, feeling good. Still playing Tomb Raider. Finished the first game of the new trilogy. Have 2 more left. Want to play Batman Arkham, Mass Effect, Halo. Also have a Switch 2, and the only Nintendo game I've played so far is Mario Kart. Nice. I mean, it's a good choice. Is there something that you got the Switch 2 for? You just kind of excited to have it? You do need 1,000, yeah. So I'm not very close. I am playing a gnome. This is my main. This is my main character. Isn't she cute? I'm a gnome priest. It's terrible. You need 1,000 and the drop rate is bad. Quest for the area makes your character super strong, makes the grind bearable. Easy if you still have the 2 quest-related buffs, if not a bit annoying, but at least you know you'll be done at some point. Egg took me over 30k casts or so. Man, I don't know what to think about the egg farm, because I've heard stories like that, and then I've heard people be like, oh yeah, it's fine, I did it in like 2 hours. And I'm wondering if it got, like, buffed. I feel like it did. I don't know, we'll see. I'll never know what it's going to be like for me until I actually do it. Alright. 1 mount, please. Nope. Oh well. Homeward bound. Heard perception stacking can make the egg easier to get. I did hear something about that. Something about perception affecting it. The egg is just RNG, so people saying that they got it in 5 casts annoyingly very real. Hazel, you're not getting them out. Trust me. Oh. Sadness. Well, I got another character. I'm not out of chances yet. I got 2 more characters. Speaking of gnomes, are we ready to party or what? Should I be catching up with endeavors? If you want decor, sure. If you're not that into housing, I wouldn't worry about it. Gave up after 3k casts. It's going to be my last mount of the expansion. I need to find something on Netflix for it to be bearable. Yeah. Yeah, I'm smart. I'm going to do that one on stream eventually, and you guys are all just going to have to be bored with me. That's the law. No one's allowed to leave until I get them out. You know, if you leave, I'm going to get it without you here. Alright. Looking good. Feeling good. Looking cute. Feeling cute. Are we feeling lucky? Could never be bored watching Hazel. Aw. You're sweet. What mount you trying to get? The 2 rare drop mounts from Zul'Aman. There's a pangolin and an eagle. And then I also need the Rootstalker Grimlings from Herondar. So we're doing Midnight Rares in Zul'Aman and Herondar for mounts. Luckily, I have the mounts from Voidstorm and Eversong Woods, so those zones I'm done with. Twitch got stuck on the BRB screen. I'm like, wow, chat's going fast. Very chatty without Hazel right now. Used to use the Catch 100 Fish Endeavor to keep track of my casts, but since it reset weekly, I'm not sure anymore. I think there was a week I finished it like 150 times. Maybe I'll get like Fishing Buddy or something to track my cast when I start that one. Good evening to my favorite streamer. Good evening, Vinda. Happy Friday. After playing Classic Hardcore for a couple months, came back to retail this week and immediately thought skywriting was too fast and overwhelming. Had to switch back to Standard Flight. Never had that issue before. Yeah, I bet it would be kind of jarring when you've been used to, especially just being on the ground. I guess depending on what version of Classic you're playing. Yeah, Rarity. I will use Rarity again when they push the working version to release and not just alpha. I'm stubborn like that. If you want me to use it, you gotta actually put it out. Happy Friday. How's you? How's the kitties? Doing pretty good. I let him sleep in bed again last night, and I'm a little tired. I didn't sleep super great, but it wasn't their fault. They were very good. They didn't wake me up. They were being very sweet. How was your day yesterday? Was yesterday good? It was alright. We had a vet appointment in the evening, kind of like dinner time, and it was just for like a couple extra follow-up vaccines for the cats, so it wasn't like a big deal. But it was one of those things where, even though I knew I had lots of time before the appointment, and I had everything ready for it, and it was going to be not a big deal, I was still kind of like in waiting mode for it. Like I was still kind of stressed about it. So I had a hard time like doing things the afternoon, and I ended up just kind of like, I don't know, worrying the whole afternoon instead of actually being productive, which wasn't great. It happens though. Sometimes I'm just like, well, I just want to get through this next thing, but the next thing isn't until like 5, and you're like, whoa. Okay, I guess you can wait for that. It's gonna be most of the day though. But the appointment went fine. I was busy at the place, and I had to park a little ways away, and we were walking with the cats and carriers, and a cop like slow rolls by and rolls down the window, which kind of terrifies me, and goes, "Are you getting those cats fixed?" And I'm like, something like that, because well, I don't know what to say. He's like, good stuff, and he like leaves. Okay. Very good. I don't know why I'm nervous. I've never, as far as I know, I've never broken a law in my life. Pal World fully released. Oh yeah. Yeah, it went good. Their health is good. They're doing really good. They got to go back in another month for more boosters, but they're back on normal kitten stuff. If I have to do anything in a day, I'm useless before then. Never even got high enough for a mount, so I went from running everywhere to going supersonic. But yeah, they said that we can stop the ringworm treatment. They're looking ringworm free. And yeah, Tommy's doing better. They're growing nice and good. Good body condition. Happy, healthy cats. I'm so glad. I'm so relieved that they were FIV and FELV negative because I didn't know what I was going to do. Especially if one of them had it and the other one didn't. I had no plan. It was just a... I'm just really glad that they're both good. The vet was telling us that apparently there is a vaccination for FIV for cats in Australia, but it's not available here. And I was thinking, why? I'm sure, like, regulations and whatever, but, like, that's annoying. I wonder if, like, really rich people take their pets on, like, pet-based medical tourism to go get them stuff like that. Like, fly your cats to Australia to get them this vaccine. Want to buy Factorio, but I've heard it's hard? I've heard it's fun. I don't have it either, but I've heard it's fun. Thanks, Vinda. Watching this makes me want to play Fury again. It is so fun. I need to get a bit better at it for next season if I'm going to play a meaningful amount of it next season. Fused Vitality, one of the worst currencies. Why is it not Warbound? Oh, that's right. I forgot to do my abundance. I might actually get up to this next rare and then log back on my priest and do abundance over there. I almost forgot about it. Coworker buys their flea and tick meds from Australia somehow. We are also in Canada. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if you can get stuff imported under the table. Gotta pause an exterior design because I want the large exterior. I do have Satisfactory. I love Satisfactory. It's so fun. I'm not, like, good at it, but it's enjoyable. I have a good time. I'm gonna do my abundance real quick in my priest because I talked about it, and then if I don't do it now, we'll never think about it ever again. The question is if you like factory games, because if you don't like factory games, you're gonna be kind of barking up the wrong tree with that. I got a mange med from Canada for the Fox friend since it was prescription only in the US. Yeah. And I had to get their sulfur dip from the US because they wouldn't sell it for pets in Canada. I had to get it imported. Craziness. I just wanna fix up the babies. I guess you could say Satisfactory is satisfying. Just so happy that next patch our pets come in our homes. My small Murloc army. My house is not prepared. I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. I'm going to have cats. I'm going to have chickens. Probably some other stuff. Haven't thought of it yet. Maybe a fish. Maybe a fish in my fish tank. Oh, I wonder if it's going to let me use this now that I'm not in midnight zones anymore. Dun-Dun's abundant travel method. No, I need to be in a midnight zone. Hang on. Will they teleport me back? They will. Okay. I am Canadian. I am in British Columbia. In and from. I spent a few years in the States, but I de-emigrated. I returned back home. Cats everywhere. Can't wait to use the blood spine pets in my vampire room. See if now they'll let me use this. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Also from BC. Nice. You get it. You get it. I'm a Vancouver Island girly. Not sure what pets I'll put in my alliance house, but since I want my horde house to be troll themed, it's gonna be lots of baby dinos. Oh, I didn't think about my horde house. I have a beach house for horde. I feel like I could do crabs. I'm gonna just send all 8 shards and just believe in myself here. I feel like I could put crabs on the beach. Me too. Nice. Yeah, I lived in Victoria for a few years, and then I bought a house, which I could not afford to do in Victoria for obvious reasons, so I moved to a more rural place that I've been cagey about. Just be watching your stream, supporting local. There you go. Supporting local streamers. Imagine we're just neighbors. Wait, is that Hazel? Big Haze, how you doing? What up? Yo, Big Dog is crazy. live in Victoria. Might have bumped into you when I lived there. We spent 3 years. 3 years there before I got out of town. Love your raid tutorials. Oh, thank you very much. Just go outside and yell and see if anyone in chat hears you. Hang on, I want to read chat, but I don't want to, like, miss... I sent all 8 of my shards, so I should probably, like, try. You don't have to lose your train of thought for very long to, like, mess this up if you are completely not paying attention. I used to join groups for this. I don't really bother anymore. I am level 90. I'm item level 285 on this character. I was annoyed the economy tanked after I spent all those weekends farming abundance for profession equipment. Yeah. I didn't even bother. I looked at that grind and I just kind of went, I don't know, man. Maybe not. That looks like a lot of work. Get these guys. Yeah, should be fine. Should be lots. I just didn't have the stamina to do professions in the first place, so I figured I could just get by with the blue equipment. I'm playing Midnight. I'm not playing Classic lately. Just Midnight. Kept gravitating towards a Night Elf Druid theme for my interior. But I feel like that's so common, I think I'm struggling to have more unique ideas for that. Yeah. I mean, I think that there's something to be said about, like, a common idea just done really well. I think it's cool. Morning, Hazel. Morning, Pep Peppy. How you doing today? How many of you decorate your house with your main in mind or an alt? Like, what would your house look like if you lived in Azeroth? Perfect. We did it. 7,200 plus... Oh yeah, I forgot to pick up the weekly. Awkward. Do I want to buy anything else? I got the mounts, I got the Mog. I guess I could eventually get some fused vitality. I know the toys. My fishing skill is maxed on this character, so I don't need the fishing skill item. Yeah. I don't know, I guess it's fine. I'm just gonna log out. Don't even main a druid. Can you believe that we're getting a Pepe decor in 12-1 and better yet, only costs 1 budget? It's amazing. Yeah, I feel like my house basically looks like what my actual house would look like, but just in WoW. Like, I try and set it up. Just stuff that I like. I don't worry too much about the scale of things. People keep talking about how my gnome can't reach any of the counters. And I think, well, my gnome can't reach anything anyway. She's used to it. She's got levitate. She's fine. I have a sleepy dog laying on his back with his legs all splooted out. Oh, my rear's up. Wow, would you look at that? 1 mount, please. Levitate is for reaching counters. I feel like in real life sometimes I wish I could just levitate my counters. My house is from the past when people were not as tall as me. I love my house very much. I sometimes when washing dishes need to kind of step my feet back and hinge at the hips like in yoga so that I don't curve my back too much. Stick your booty out and try and use your core. Anything up here? Hello? 1 rare, please. I wonder which Solomon mount is gonna cough up first. Are we gonna get the eagle? Are we gonna get the pangolin? Doo-doo. Any luck? No. I love it when they drop a weapon, though, just because the weapons tend to vendor for a lot more than, like, a pair of bracers or armor. Usually means 60 or 70 gold instead of 30. And lately, that gold is all the gold I've been getting. My gold has been coming exclusively from vendoring blues that I get while farming rares. Spent way too much time making my kitchen make sense. Have all the stuff you would need in an IRL kitchen. I feel like that's so impressive because there's very little, like, decor that's sort of prefab kitchen appliances, really. Like, you get sinks. I feel like even getting wall-mounted cabinets takes, like, a little bit of thinking. Admire those builds. Might be do some kind of hybrid next build. You're telling me. I'm gonna build, it's on my list of things to do. I'm gonna build like a oven stove combo in my kitchen. I just haven't got around to it yet. I watched a YouTube video a million years ago that was like a really good inspo. They had like a little door that like opened for the oven. You could put like a little piece of food in there. Kit bashing some people do is so admirable. Love seeing those. One project I really want to do when 12.1 comes out and we get templates is I want to do a template house that's just like a starter house with vendor stuff. I want to just see if I can make like a cute... I don't know why I want to do this world quest. It's just for coffer key shards. We don't need those. Just like cute, basic, sort of like, I don't know, starter home. I want to stage it like a realtor. Something that's like very generic that people can kind of like use as a jumping off point. And I don't even need anyone to use it. I just feel like it's like a fun like limitation of like, can you make something nice using only stuff that you buy in the neighborhood kind of thing. Have you seen Taliesin's Treehouse? No, I haven't. I bet it's awesome. Gonna be kitchen rooms in the next patch. Probably gonna pretend it doesn't exist so I don't have to redo it. I mean, yours will probably still be like really original, very different, stands out. Hello there. Hello, basic player. How are you doing today? Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what your loadout looks like if you swap it onto an artisanal room. It might work and it might need some adjusting. Went hard with my house at the beginning, but lost motivation for it. 3 really cool rooms, and the rest is just work in progress. Yeah. I redid my house, and my new house is... It's nice. I think it's better than my first version. It's also not finished. It's definitely not done. This one doesn't look like it's even a little bit up. Sometimes I'll just wait and fish. I might just go back and hang out over on the mountainside. Based on your hair color, I went to Trader Joe's and bought red lentil pasta. It sounds pretty tasty. Love me a lentil. Somebody asked me if I dyed it red for Canada Day, and I just went, yeah! I didn't, but I did dye it red adjacent around Canada Day, so sure, why not? That happened to me as well. I've been enjoying my house more since I've just been like starting every day there, and wow, like I just kind of poke around for a minute or two before I go off and do whatever I want to do. Always enjoy watching you play. Oh, thanks. Oh, rare. Maybe we'll get lucky. Cross fingers. Cross toes. Waiting for a select multiple decor at a time mode. I've got really cool set pieces that I want to move. Don't have the patience to do each decor individually. That's coming, right? I swear they announced that. No look. Currently working on 2 rooms, a chapel for priest and paladin with a hidden alcove for shadow priest. Ooh, very cool. Demonic coven area for lock and demon hunter. Nice. Yeah, I wanted to do a chapel for my priest as well. I got kind of overwhelmed imagining it though, just because I know I'm gonna need copies of stuff. Like you can't really make a little church-looking thing without like bunches of windows, bunches of benches, bunches of lamps and lights, and they kind of need to be the same ones. And I don't know if I'm like, so far I have like a lot of different things, but I only have 1 or 2 of each thing. I feel like it's gonna be tough for me to I'm gonna have to actually like grind currency or something to get enough copies. copies of things absolutely the most frustrating. Man, when they first announced housing, I very naively thought that collecting a thing would just let you place as many copies of it as you wanted, because when I collect a transmog, all of my alts can wear it. They don't make me collect it again so a different character can put it on. And I just kind of ding-a-ling thought that it would work that way. Silly me. Symmetry requires lots of copies, yeah. I want to do a stained glass window. That's my biggest hang-up right now. Ooh. Do you know how you're going to get it to work? That sounds hard. Thought about new decor and then remembered the next patch is Ulatech. Probably be full of weird green snake stuff. I need to squash this beef. You versus the next patch that's not out yet. You beefing with the curse of Ulatech. Very prematurely judgmental. This is so rude. Same. Oh, it's a bird. Don't mind me. I'm just fishing to kill time. These aren't particularly good fish. I'm just waiting for this Murloc to spawn. Hi, Jedi Bob. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Lots more stained glass decor in real life, but I want a more whimsical at-home lifestyle. Yeah. You can get, if you ever wanted to kind of dress up a room without spending a lot of money or like committing to construction, you can get window film that just kind of lays on top of the window, like privacy film that will kind of mimic stained glass that just goes over top of existing glass. It's not going to look exactly like real stained glass, but like I've thought of doing that for like a bathroom or something. Add some vibes. I used to use a lot of privacy film in previous apartments because I had windows that faced like the street and stuff. And as much as I love looking out a window, I don't love it when the window's looking back at me. So whenever I could get away with it, I would do like frosted glass, like window privacy films. Also helped prevent me from like leaking the view out the window through like pictures and stuff when it's just privacy film. Need to remember who can dispel poison, see if that will be my main for open world. Who gets poison dispels? Is it druids? Shamans, maybe? Had to make use of my prop pally this season for ritual sites and heroic world tier. Paladins and druids. Hope we get stained glass windows. That would be so good. I would love stained glass windows. Big multicolored ones. Cathedral shape. Yeah, dwarves. Fair. Evokers. Prevokers. Remove anything you want. You gotta bleed? Not anymore. Starting to feel like I live here. I like this little swamp. Me and my flamingo floaty are just gonna hang out here. I don't need the road to spawn. Just gonna enjoy the ambiance. Started doing that with my bedroom window. Love the mimicry of different colors shining through. Some of them have can split light as well. There's some window films that can kind of do the crystal effect of splitting light into rainbows, so that if you get direct light on the window, they can cast like rainbow lights all over your room. I used to hang crystals in my window for that, but the window film works well, too. What toy is that? It's called the Personal Fishing Barge. It's from Undermine Rep. It's from Blackwater Rep and Undermine. You can buy it off the rep vendor for resonance crystals. I would adore another decor vendor in the neighborhood that sold wallpapers and flooring. Like how that camel in Animal Crossing. Yeah, Sahara! May our wallets find togetherness in the future. Can you skip stones from the flamingo? Oh, excellent question. Let me see. My new favorite toy from the Dragonflight Time Walking vendor. You can skip toys from the flamingo. This is the Oathstone Fragment toy. Best Time Warp badges I ever spent. Blink. That's fun. Game changer. What mount is this? It's a toy. It's called the Personal Fishing Barge. Available from Undermine. It's a War Within thing. It's kind of like Nat's fishing raft. It's just a different cosmetic of it, but it is the best one. I like the Tuskar dinghy a lot as well, but I can't argue. Especially for a gnome, I cannot argue with the Flamingo floaty. It's everything that I wish I had in real life. I did get the new earbuds. I did. I used them yesterday and today. I'm so happy with them. They fit comfy. They don't fall out of my ear. The battery lasts through a stream. Pleased with that. I had to get the first set refunded because they got lost in shipping, but the second set made it to me. They're just Anchor Soundcore, but they're good. They sound fine. I don't need a lot of sound quality. I'm not like an audiophile. I just need to be able to hear my stream alerts, and I just want to have one earbud in while I'm streaming. Headset just starting to die. I do use over-ear headphones if I'm not streaming. Like I have a set of Bose 700s that I use, and I like those a lot. I'm on my like third pair of ear cups for them because I keep wearing them out. Maybe it's just because I'm a streamer, but I really like having a mounted microphone on my desk and then being able to just get like headphones that aren't gamer headsets that don't have a microphone because the sound tends to get a little better. I just use regular Bluetooth. Comfy. This guy really does not want to spawn. I talked to Big Game about how I didn't need him to because I was having so much fun out here and he decided to call my bluff. I have a Bose headset that won't connect to my PC for some reason, but love those. It's a good brand. I had to get a desktop Bluetooth transmitter to get my Bluetooth connections to be reliable and comfortable because my desk has like some metal bits in it and they were interrupting the signal. So even though my PC has a Bluetooth transmitter in it, apparently it's, I don't know, it's the one on the motherboard, so it's not super awesome. But even when I used a USB one with a little antenna on it, it still would get jammed by my desk. So I found that if I got like a dedicated device that sits on top of my desk with its antenna, I get a perfect connection because it only has to go like 2 feet with nothing in between. And I haven't had an issue since. But it used to drive me crazy. I used to have Bluetooth interruption all the time, and I didn't realize it was just because there was like metal in the way. I have odd requirements for a headset. I want non-Bluetooth wireless. The ability to hear sound from the outside world relatively easily. Yeah, pass through. Had to unpair it from my phone, then it connects to my computer. I only pair my Bluetooth things with one thing, with the exception of my phone. My phone I pair to my car, and then I guess also to headphones. But any, like my Bluetooth headsets, I only pair with the one thing so that I don't have to like try to switch the input device because that always makes me annoyed. Plus, I'm only really using them at my desk anyway. Works good though. My car drives me nuts. I'll be like ready to go somewhere and I'll be sitting in my car like waiting to leave and I'll be like, wait, hang on. I need to connect my Bluetooth. I can't drive without sound and maps. Even if I know where I'm going and it's 5 minutes away, I must listen to one song. If I can't connect my Bluetooth, we're just gonna have to sing. I will not drive in silence. Oh, there is my rear. There he is. I do still have the NZXT PC. That's what I'm streaming on right now. Pre-built. I don't know too much about it. Not a PC nerd. No, mine, same. Mine's good. It's been working. Shout out to them for providing it to me back when I was sponsored. I no longer am, but the PC still works great. Get to keep that, which I appreciate. One in-ear to listen to a movie show, over-ear for game sound, probably unusual. I think being able to hear stuff around you is very normal. That's why I like having earbuds. I just wear one when I'm streaming. I just keep this ear, and the other one I don't keep an earbud in at all, so I can hear myself. Because if I'm speaking, if I'm speaking and I can't hear myself, I'm gonna start yelling. I'm gonna lose my ability to regulate my voice. What about radio? Radio has like ads and it has like static and it has radio jockeys, and this is really rich coming from a Twitch streamer, but sometimes I can't with them. Some people have been on the air for a long time and they've forgotten people are listening. Like hearing around me, but a very basic solution. Speakers.
Many are still recovering from the Twilight Bleed attack. Help us gather herbs round the shrine of Cozy for medicine.
Really, what kills radio for me is the ads. Radio ads are like a special kind of grading too. Because all they have is sound, so they make it like as obnoxious as possible to try to stick with you. Truly the worst form of advertising, in my opinion. Finally got my last zone rare drop mount. 2,300 kills across all 4 zones, but I'm free. Congratulations, Morty. I misread your message for a moment. I read I'm fine at the end of it. Everything's fine. I'm not permanently affected by this. Yeah, I don't even need a cell connection to have music come through my phone because I download a bunch of music. So that even if I'm driving outside of cell service, which I am fairly often, I can still have, I have like my offline maps and my offline music. But I do need the Bluetooth to connect. Works pretty good. Sometimes you just need to turn off and not back on again a bunch of times. Where am I? I'm right there. Do I want to wait for more rares? I'm gonna do another lap. I'm camping way too long out here. I wonder what happened to my kitty cats. They must be sleeping somewhere. I bet they're on my bed. Nobody here. Babies. Oh yeah, I don't try listening to radio terribly often. I keep forgetting to check if my car has a CD player. I have a couple CDs. I would enjoy putting them on in the car. I don't know if my car has a disc drive, and I keep forgetting to look, because I'm usually just Bluetoothing in there. And normally by the time I get in the car, I'm already, like, just trying to leave and go to wherever I'm going to. It's funny, I've been driving the car for years. I genuinely have no idea if it has a CD player or not. Still wish I had my case of burned CDs. I haven't been on my side quest yet. I wanted to go pilfer some secondhand stores and see if I could find a CD player. What's the other thing I wanted to find? A CD player and then something else. There's something I was going to look for. I forget what it was. I really want to kill most of these before we go back to Herondar. We can do it. Oh, there's another one. Kitchen thing of some sort. Oh, I wanted a knife for gardening. That's right. I wanted some kind of knife I could use for gardening. Didn't have to be a specifically gardening knife. You could probably just pick up like a hunting knife or something and just start chopping plants with it. I have a weeding tool, but I wanted something narrow that I could fit between the cracks and some like pavement cracks. You guys, I got a mount. They're real. I got a mount. I got the eagle, Amani Sharp Talon. Oh, hang on, it's not. I didn't learn it yet. Ho ho ho. Yo, who's the luckiest ever, and why is it me? Look at that bird. / mount special. Whoa. Unbelievable luck. Some of us are just lucky, I guess. That's a cool mount special, actually. Congrats! I'm 6 of 8. I need 1 from Herondar. I need 1 from Zul'Aman now. Just the Pangolin and the Grimlings. How lucky is it also that the last 2 that I need are ground mounts as well? Like, I got all the flying mounts now. Isn't that crazy? I gotta ride this around now. That's the new coolness. Congrats, that's sick. Oh, I don't even feel like I earned it yet. I don't think I've suffered enough. Hello, humans. Hello, Mr. Squirrel. How are things? I was gonna ask in the forest, but I guess squirrels live in all sorts of places. Find some more rares. Still got 1 more mount I need out here. What if it's a 2 mount day? It could be. You never know. It's never gonna drop if you don't start killing them. How many kills? No idea. I'm not tracking them. I decided not to get rarity. It's been a couple of weeks off and on. Of 3 hours a day, 5 days a week. So you could kind of approximate it in hours, but sometimes I camp longer and sometimes I get lucky. I get lots of kills. It's hard to say. It's been a great day of releasing wildlife this morning. Man, so when I get the next one, after that, I will only have one more. The last one I feel like is going to be the real exciting thing, is when they're actually like done. At least 3. Yeah, at least 3 rare kills for sure. Minimum 3. Should we see if Diamondback is... Let's check this one more time before we do Diamondback. Might need some cooldowns up. That's not a bad map. How many mounts do I have? 11,000... Not 11,000, haha. 1,183 total, it says. Not mad at that. Alright, that one's not up. Roughly 75 kills a day for 10 days since my last drop. Yeah, it's quite a few. They'll happen. They'll come. They're real. This has been so nice for Marl. I'm actually going to be able to afford some Marl Mogs. It's kind of a nice color. Sort of orange and almost purple. It's got like a purple cast to the beak. And then I guess it's got purple ropes on the helmet. Any rares out? Need more. Not done yet. Here's Diamondback. Maybe. It's funny, I've never seen just one of these guys up before. Being done with Marl, great benefit. Yeah. I guess it's not really a... Never mind. I should camp some of these last couple. Or we could head to Herondar. I'll go check Void Touch Crustacean. I don't know why I don't really have a lot of faith in that one. I also feel like I'm up like a couple 100k gold just in vendoring blues. It's not even a good way to make gold. Well, you know what? I've also been mining occasionally. I do a little bit of mining and a little bit of fishing while I'm waiting for rares. That probably helps a bit. Any gold is good gold. What is this? Oh man, I can increase my midnight fishing skill by 3. Oh boy. And it's warbound? My. Oh nice, okay, it's actually up. Pick up lumber, about 500 gold per. Yeah. If you're crafting and selling stuff though, which is kind of a big if. If you're not crafting and selling Mog, it's worth nothing. Or not Mog, decor. You'd have to be at a minimum filling crafting orders. This rare always disappears on me. My rare scanner tends to think that that rare is up when it is not. And I end up like hanging around the spot and killing crabs and it doesn't really do anything. It just kind of spawns whenever it feels like it. Yeah, same. Try killing little crabs. I think that the crab thing is misinformation. I know one of the add-ons says that you kill the crabs to spawn the guy. I think that it's just a coincidence. I think that one is superstition. We are getting a one-time profession point reset. Yes, coming in 12.1. Rare scammer. Not rare scammer. I do like the add-on. I still use it. It's delightful for finding and navigating my way to the rest of the rares, especially when combined with a nice waypoint add-on like Waypoint UI. Freudian typo. Scammer only if someone kills it before you tag it, right? Okay, one more and then we can head to Herondar. I'm so pleased. I kind of figured it would be maybe sometime next week. I guess there's no telling with RNG. It could be soon, it could be not soon. No way to know. Alright. One mount, please. Man, imagine this dropped the mount. I would be done with Zolomon. I would have just the Herondar one left. That would be crazy. Thinking of redoing my blacksmith. Originally want to max out crafting prof equipment, but I've slacked off so much, I don't think it's worth doing anymore. Liked it, want it back, got so annoying. I turn mine off. I will disable mine whenever I'm kind of not actively farming rares because it is super annoying if you have it on when you're doing something else, because not only will it yell at you all the time and scare you, but it also resets your waypoint, or it can. And when I'm farming rares, I think that's great, but if I'm just kind of like doing bonfires or pet battles or something, it's sort of annoying. Alright, we're heading to Herondar. I did get a Zolomon one. I got the Eagle. I gotta learn the name of it. Morning, good morning. I got the Amani Sharp Talon. That's the one. The add-on I'm using is Rare Scanner. Rare Scanner. It's showing me where they spawn. It alerts me if it finds them up, and it also marks a waypoint to their location. And then I have Waypoint UI that makes that waypoint a little prettier. Too many people were using Rare Scanner and Undermine. That's why they got overwhelmed. Undermine was like impossible with Rare Scanner. I had to turn it off. It was nice if you were farming rares, but there were so many of them and they spawned so often. And then the odds of being able to make it there, like you had to be able to kind of drive pretty efficiently if you wanted to make it there in time, and sometimes not even that would help you. Sort of a frustration simulator. I've used Silver Dragon before. Yeah, I think it does very much the same thing. I used to use Silver Dragon way back in Wrath when I was camping the Time Lost Proto Drake. I remember leaving my character logged in and then like taking a nap in my bedroom with my PC in it, and then just hoping that the Silver Dragon would wake me up if the thing spawned. It did not work. It would not. I guess it was during Cataclysm, because I remember what happened is I would time out, and then I would get hit with the login screen, and then Deathwing would roar on my login screen, and that would wake me up and scare the bejesus out of me. Maybe Sindragosa roared on the login screen too. I feel like we had a couple of angry login screen dragons for a bit. For some reason, I couldn't get the settings back the way I wanted, so I just went back to Rare Scanner. Didn't do the alerts. Yeah. Rare Scanner's been good for me because it's been doing basically exactly what I want out of the box. I don't think I've really messed with it in any meaningful way. I might have made the icons a little bigger. I don't remember. Please. Love watching your content for so many years. Aw, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Nice eagle. love it when they're all up. It's so satisfying. I'm gonna miss that if I ever finish this farm. I'm gonna kind of miss that feeling of just like finding boom, 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 rare, rare, rare. Plus sky shards. Always need more sky shards. We'll check for Kyra next, but we're gonna skip Stumpy. Had to level a character specifically for the rare hunting because my realm was so busy most of the time. Yeah, having one in a different realm is pretty smart. My realm seems very hit or miss. Most of my characters are on Lightbringer, and it seems it just depends on if you happen to catch somebody else farming them in the exact same moment, because often they're all up like this, but maybe half the time you have to camp most of them. Can't complain. Been doing pretty good. Early morning, later in the evening. Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, that's clever. I would do that. But I want to do it on stream. Although, honestly, mid-morning's not a bad time to do it. Like, North American time, a lot of people would be working right now. Especially on my, like, on the West Coast. Weekends, though. Weekends get a little dicey. Usually am, but I have PTO today. Nice. Howdy there. What should I dabble with? No bias? D4, WoW, or Palworld? Zero bias. I feel like Palworld would be fun right now because of the new patch. Palworld's got some hype going on. And you can say a lot about it, but I don't know if you could ever say it wasn't fun. I had a great time. Early access is 200 hours clocked. Love Palworld. I think it takes a special skill to make a game that's like obviously such a meme, but is also like a genuinely good, satisfying, fun to play game. Flabby and I very briefly, before Palworld came out, played a different game by the same dev called Craftopia, and it just kind of felt like a weird Breath of the Wild knockoff, but like an overstimulating version of it. It's like a crafting game if you could craft 20 billion things. Not bad, though. Look how far they've come. I heard that one got better. They just, I got overwhelmed the first time I tried it. I haven't been back. I've not tried Factorio. I've played some Satisfactory, though. I like Satisfactory a lot. I don't have Factorio. I might pick it up one day. I have also heard very addicting. Few games I want to try this year. Top are Guild Wars 2, RuneScape 3 once it gets more quality of life stuff. Like old school RuneScape, but it takes them too much time. What do you think the experience would be for someone trying old school RuneScape, like for the first time now, if they've never played a RuneScape game before? How do you think that would go? I have a classmate who forgot his exam in uni because of Factorio. He literally forgot the world existed. Oh man, no guides? Probably horrid. If they watched guides, it's enjoyable. Have a bunch of RPGs I want to finish, but WoW is so much easier to pick up for a little bit and put down on my work days. Yeah. I appreciate with WoW that I don't feel like I've lost my place. With single-player games, if I take too long of a break from it, when I come back, I have a hard time picking up the thread of where I was, and I'm more likely to just start over than I am to, like, continue like a save file that I'd invested in and then forgotten about. I've watched my roommate play RuneScape, and please don't hate me, but I don't get it. Yeah. I don't know anything about it other than the name. I played a little bit of RuneScape Dragon Wilds, which is nothing like RuneScape, as far as I can tell. It's a survival craft game. It's pretty fun. It's not a bad survival craft game. That tree was adorable. Not anymore. It's like Classic. I'm a Final Fantasy player. Decided to try WoW 2 to 3 years ago. Everyone told me to try Classic. Tried it. Nope. Tried Retail in love. That's how I feel about my Valheim server. I call it WoW maintenance, but usually I'm working during that, so I don't really play it too much. I love Valheim, but I burn out of it at the same point in the game every single time. I always make it to the plains, I build a plains base, I start farming plains mats, I raid a couple goblin camps, and then I wash out before I ever get to the boss fight. It happens every single time. I've never made it past that point. And I've probably started 5 or 6 different Valheim playthroughs with Flabby. I would like to make it past that point. They keep patching stuff in, there's new stuff coming out. One day I'm gonna have to just be brave and like stick with it. But I'm not good at fighting bosses in Valheim. I usually get carried by my friends. In that respect, I like building bases, I like farming mats, I like crafting stuff, I like sailing the boat, but like when it comes to actual boss fights, I'm pretty stinky. I think old school RuneScape today versus when it came out, very different, easier to get into these days. Haven't even made it to that point. I like the beginning a lot. I'm always down to start a new Valheim game just because the early part of it is so enjoyable for me. I like playing Valheim with my friends who are good at fighting, and I'm the base mom who tends to farm and cooks food. Yeah, I end up doing that too. And then I try not to think too hard about what that says about me. I send Flabby out to go like fight ogres and bring back dangerous mats, and I'm tending the chickens and you know, smithing the bars. Yeah, I feel like a lot of fan forum places for most games, or even other fandoms, will eventually, given long enough time, descend into negativity, because there's only so long that you can occupy yourself by saying something nice. People that like the thing are just playing the thing and living their lives. They're not on the forums. It just ends up becoming like a misery pit, regardless of how miserable the actual thing is. There's lots of fan spaces like that. Love the main story in Final Fantasy, but everything feels instanced-based, even the open world. The WoW open world feels amazing. Sometimes just fly around to fly around. I started to like the Midnight Zones a lot more once I started farming these rares. I have 2 more rares to farm. I can wait for this one, and then I've got another character that I can do both zones on. Oh, I've got 35 Mysterious Sky Shards in this character. That's fun. That'll help. Used to hate Voidstorm, and now I'm kind of okay with it. Yeah. I just needed something that was gonna get me spending time out here without, like, a lot of time pressure, or, like, something that just kind of made me, like, wait around here, and it sort of makes me enjoy it more. Plus, I know my way around a little bit better now. The only community I've seen that still loves their devs is Digital Extreme, Warframe, and GGG, Path of Exile. But they do good, to be fair.
Many wares.
I feel like even PoE has had, like, ups and downs in terms of player-dev relationship, but I haven't been super into it, so I may be misremembering. I had a lot of friends that played PoE, but I never really got into it myself. It wasn't very me-coded. A pocket full of snow?
Well,
I need that in my
friend of
bags.
Grummel's.
Get out of here. Have you got into WoW housing like crazy? That's all my wife does. I like my house. I think it's cute. I got kind of into it. I don't think I'm not as talented as the people though. Like I don't spend that much effort and time on it, and I don't really have the instincts to be super good at it. My house is cute. I like to think it's a normal person house. I like to think it's an accessible, relatable, kind of, I don't know, average sort of place. Oh, hi, Lucy. You sleepy, buddy? Alright, it's 11 o'clock. I mean, I might miss this rare, but I'm going to take a quick break. Oh, no, hang on. I'm going to do this rare, then I'm going to take a quick break. I was just about to miss it. It's a good thing I didn't leave earlier. We need regular houses to make the Taj Mahal look impressive. Exactly. By keeping my house modest and kind of boring, I am making everybody else look better by comparison. I'm doing a public service. Alright, I will be right back. Okay. Checked on the kitties. They're in a nice cuddle puddle on my bed. Babies. It's so cute that you just kind of go like see them and then they just start purring. Like you don't even have to pet them. They just kind of see you and they're like, "Oh, hey." They're so cute. You have no idea how many of my Final Fantasy XIV friends came to WoW when they announced how their housing works. I have a studio apartment with a bed and a storage unit full of decorations never been used. In WoW or Puppy. That's my dog Moose. That's my baby boy. He's a good boy. Cat is touch activated for her engine. I've found both of my two kittens like to be pet in different ways. Tiki really likes the rubs on the head and like little scritches behind the ears, and he appreciates like smooches on his head. Tuna doesn't really want you to go for his head. Tuna prefers smooches on the belly, which is funny because like most cats, the belly is a trap, but for Tuna, you can just kind of give him a big old smooch on his belly, and he's like, "Thank you, thank you very much." How often do you kiss your kitties? A lot. I'm a snuggly kind of person. I'm very affectionate with my pets. I smooch them a lot. Moose too. Everybody's getting smooches. I would not have been a good fit for somebody that didn't like pets or appreciate being affectionate with them because I'm sure I would weird some people out. Cat likes a belly rub for like 25 seconds. Tuna's so cute. He likes to lie on his back and just like stretch. And you can just pet his whole belly and he just stretches a little bit more. Although I don't push my luck with it. I don't do it for too long. I don't know what would happen. I guess I'm afraid to find out. Hi, Moonbear. Moose is funny where he likes affection. He kind of pretends a little bit, like, not that he doesn't like it, but that he's just like, alright, fine. I suppose you can hug me, or whatever. Like, he just kind of, like, plays hard to get a little bit. But for the week that I was worried that he had ringworm and I wasn't hugging him or kissing him, he got so insecure about it. It was so sad. He was so worried. He was like, why won't she hug me anymore? Like, he'd kind of come up to me like, Mom, are you going to do the thing? You never do the thing anymore. And I was like, I'm sorry, buddy. But luckily he did not have it. And I was able to get him back on his regularly scheduled hug regime. Cat doesn't like belly rubs, but then I tried it the other day. She was like, what the fluff? Sort of enjoyed it. Let me do it for like 15 seconds. Hey, gag. Poor baby. Nothing sadder than a dog who doesn't know why you won't hug him. Moose's favorite thing to do, like, in terms of displays of affection, is something we call noodle, which is where he's really happy and he's really excited. He has to do it on a bed, because it would hurt if he did it on the floor. And he wants to kind of put the top of his head on the bed with his back legs fully up and his front legs kind of like folded under him. And then he wants to kind of like wiggle his shoulders to roll around on the top of his head. And he wants to kind of like throw his body into you while he does that. And I usually like give him a big hug and I rub his tummy while he's doing that. He makes a hilarious amount of static because he's a fluffy dog rubbing himself on his bed. But we call it the Moosey Noodle because I don't know what else you would call it. He looks ridiculous. It's criminal that I don't have a video of it, but usually I'm participating in the Moosey Noodle, so I'm not usually taking a video. Oh. The way you describe Moose is so similar to how my neighbor's German Shepherd lab mix was like. Everyone gave her this specific voice, too. Yeah, Moose has opinions. He's a lovely dog, but he doesn't give his love away for free. He's very sweet, but he's not easy. Watching Brian Kibler once, and his girlfriend says she doesn't trust people who don't have a voice they use for their pets. Inclined to agree. I was having a conversation about people that have like a dating like red flag of like whether or not somebody likes or does not like pets or lives with or cannot live with them. And I feel like it doesn't say anything about them as a person, but it would definitely, and it's not relevant because I'm married now, but it would definitely say a lot about whether or not I could date them. I could not date someone who could not have animals because they are too important to me. It would just not work. But I don't think it means that someone's not a good person because maybe they just have allergies. Maybe they just have boundaries that I lack. If I just look at my dog while he's laying down, he'll instantly lift his leg like, come scratch my belly. Yeah. I love the babies. Am I really gonna wait for this one to spawn? I am, aren't I? I've been here long enough. We're gonna wait for it. We can kind of poke around in the meantime. We'll always have dogs until I'm like 90. Yeah. I know. I don't like to think about late in life when I have to make that decision to stop adopting pets because of lack of continued ability to care for them. That is a later me problem. I'm gonna just pretend that's not a thing. That's a sad thought. The way this chow on the trails blinked at me curiously, I just died. Dad's wife doesn't want animals, doesn't get it. Not just that, that's a bit off. Different people are different. I have a relative that doesn't really like animals, doesn't get it. Very polite about it. Not a problem, but like just not. He's never gonna like dogs or cats, and I think he also has allergies like on top of it. It's okay. It's just not for him. It's fine. I don't know. I can't imagine living without dogs and cats. I need both. I don't ever want to have to choose one or the other. I require all of the above. It's not quite my house unless it has at least a dog and a cat and a fish in it. Although the fish do occasionally give me nightmares, so maybe one day I'll let that go, but They're fun. When they're not giving you nightmares, they're fun. I had a nightmare that I had an aquarium by my bed that had been slowly leaking water onto a hardwood floor underneath that was getting like swollen and twisted from water damage, which was a new one. Normally I just have nightmares that the fish are in the wrong size tank or that they're housed with fish that they're incompatible with and somebody's going to eat somebody else. Wait, Grandma said this is her last dog. Oh. I'm going to have to like, I don't know. I'm going to be that person that just like sits out in the corner with a bag of dog treats to visit everybody else's dogs if that becomes me one day. All right. I did Zolomon in this character already as well. That's right. So she's done. So we are ready to move on to the hunter. 6 of 8. 2 mounts left to go. She's like, she's probably going to pass with me. And I'm like, Grandma, don't say things like that. Aww.
What needs bring you here? Aldiel Shala.
I may reach a point in my life where I'm no longer able to get the big dogs that I love having. I love a big dog, but I understand why people at a certain age end up with smaller ones that are a little more physically manageable. Did a huge chunk of Undermine Family Battler last night, and you're right, it's certainly time consuming. Yeah. It'll keep you busy. Yo, how do we feel about this transmog? The boots are kind of too shiny for it, but I like the buckles so much that I'll accept them not being matte enough to match the rest of the outfit. I kind of love it on a Heronir. It's so, like, such a mismatch vibes-wise, but I'm kind of into it. Hope in the next 10 years they perfect dog genetics, allow them to live forever. I would love to keep my babies forever. But that would also be a tough thing for all the new babies, because there always seems to be new puppies and new kittens. And if everybody's babies were living forever, there wouldn't be any room in their homes for them. Spend a concerning amount of gold in pet tokens, but we're not talking about that. Let's just not worry about that. So it says this is up. I don't believe them. I don't think it's it. I'll take them too. I can't imagine a world in which I don't have Tuna and Tiki. And I only got them a couple months ago. They're very new additions to my life, but like I don't remember life before them. It happens so fast. I feel like every time I adopt a pet, I get like brainwashed to have completely forgotten how I ever lived without them before. And it happens so quickly. Give me all the buffs. Go check over here. This hunter looks like she's trolling around Zolomon collecting protection money from all of the rares. Research program called the Dog Aging Project that anyone with a dog can participate in to help research dog health and lifespan. That's neat. Did Northrend. Can't get myself to start the others, which are much longer. I should at least try to finish Eastern Kingdoms one day, because I'm like halfway through it. Oh, hi, bud. You getting up? Oh, see you later. You gonna go sleep somewhere else?
The Murlocs are ambushing our supply carts. Descend upon them and take back what they stole.
Any luck? Yeah, sometimes all you need is a new transmog to make a character feel fun again. You look, it's all it takes. I wonder if I can get the rest of the mounts before 12-1. There's nothing changing about it. There's no like deadline or anything. I just know that I'm gonna probably want to do new content in 12-1. I wonder if I can get 2 more to drop before then. I don't know. Maybe. You got 5 miscellaneous Mechanica too, so the mounts are done? All the miscellaneous Mechanica mounts? Wow. I only got 1. I did 1 and I was like, that's enough for me. Holy smokes. Yeah, there'll be downtime, but I'd love to have this done wrapped up before then. There's other things that I want to rotate into for downtime. It would be really cool. I can't guarantee it, but it would be really cool if we got this finished before 12-1. We got a few weeks. Wanted the new lightsaber one-handed on my DH. Apparently everyone else did too. See tons of DH with a lightsaber. Gotta wait for War Within Remix to farm the Mechanica mounts. Yeah, this is one of them. I got 1 and then I thought, well, I can't ride more than 1 mount at a time, so as far as anyone that sees me knows, I would have all of them. This is just the one I happen to be on. I wonder if I'll ever go back and farm more Mechanica for that. I could. I'm sure there's more stuff I need. There's an absence in my life since I got all those rare mounts. Hours a day freed up. What do we do now? Who are we? Kudos in finishing them. Think I'll do half of each at one time using Alt Planeted trainers. I had all my Alt Planeted trainers, but I moved them all for time walking to go back and turn in the item to the time walking vendor. I think this forest is growing on me. Oh, especially when there's rares up. This isn't where I'm going though. Oh. Greed! If I miss this rare because I stopped for this ore, I deserve it. Absolutely deserved. Nah, we're fine, we're fine. I don't have herbalism anymore. I used to. I had urban mine on these alts for a while, but I changed it to mining and enchanting so I could DE epics. Are you gonna farm the undead bird in Zul'Aman? I think eventually, yes. That grind seems like the longer I put it off and the more gear I get, the nicer it's gonna be. Like, I could even put that off until Last Titan and do it in next expansion gear. Especially if I find other ways to keep myself busy until then. You gave Ficus the Demon Hunter Diablo vibes mug. She's in her villain era. People are saying there are certain quests that you can be on in this zone that will give you great power that is good for farming Vile Essences. I'm sure that's true. It just sounds kind of too fussy for me. It just doesn't sound like fun. It sounds like my new exclamation point B. Undead bird? I believe it's a hexed vile feather eagle. It's a bird in like a hood. It's cool looking. Bird's got drip. Not very highly collected, that's for sure. I really enjoyed parasocially farming Elenira with you. Whoever predicted that I would eventually cave was correct. I did eventually cave. Yo, that's sick. It is a really cool mount. It was one of the ones when I first reacted to like new mounts that were coming in midnight. That was one of the ones that was a real standout to me. Oh, I didn't fill up my water. I don't want a reinforced Amani Haft. Get rid of it. No, thank you. Good morning, Hazel. Good luck with drops today. I am 178% sure something will drop. Oh, thank you very much. Big vote of confidence. I had the Amani Sharptail and drop today. I am now 6 out of 8 up from 5 of 8. I got one of the Zolamon mounts earlier. Only 2 left to go. Congrats. Thank you very much. Big news. Huge day. So in a way, you're already correct. That's the one I want most. Such a pretty bird. Definitely a nice bird. Been distracted. Have been lurking for the past hour. How's work been lately? Going good? Hopefully not keeping you too busy during fabulous summer months. Appropriate amount of busy. Reverse psychology worked. The reverse psychology worked. Good overall, fairly quiet. Everyone's on holiday. Love what I do. Have a great
Many
team.
are still recovering from the Twilight Bleed attack. Help us gather herbs round the shrine of Cozy for medicine.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'll go try for the southern ones. Busy. Managed to play a little bit yesterday. Busy. Don't have a fan, so I'm fanning myself with a chocolate tub lid. That'll work.
Blade are hiding out at Speaker's Wrist. Show them how.
On temporary contract, which my boss is trying to figure out with HR to keep me longer, trying not to stress too much about that. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that's hard. I feel like that would be in the back of my mind even when I didn't want it to be, but I'm sure they'll find a way to keep you. You're too good to let go. The degree in which I succeed in not stressing varies. Yeah, I bet. Super Squirt Day for EU, if anyone's still trying to level their pets. Ooh, very nice. What a strange spot for a bit of ore. Oh, also my rear's up. Knew the terms when I signed on, but wanted to take the plunge to see where it would lead. Exercise and confidence in myself. Makes you feel better. Hire people at the end of every year as temps, and like half of them come on as full-time employees. What is this map? It's not stressing. Are you telling me that we can just not stress about stuff? Camping out Time Lost Proto Drake for a month now? Losing my mind, but met a lot of chill people. Mount collectors are always so laid back, enjoyable to chill with. Nice. I always like waiting at a rare spawn point with other mount collectors. Sooner or later, it always turns into a impromptu mount off. That's always fun. Have you thought about not feeling anxious? What if we just didn't worry? By this, Carl, I fully know you're joking. I'm just kind of memeing on the general concept because people tell that to me every now and then. It's like when someone tells you that you're overthinking and you're like, thank you. It's helpful. You're not wrong. You know what? You're right. I'm just gonna cease that now. That's all it took. Could have saved myself a lot of money in therapy. Gideon, Shaw, Vanger always are mount-offs. You know what? I didn't think of that. Love when you get told to just calm down. Chill out. Oh, Not seen a time lost Proto since I was on a flight path and it popped up near me, but when I got off, I ended up in a different phase. This was many years ago. Oh, traumatizing. Makes me want to explode. I'm gonna find one of these to park at. Just wait. Do I have, oh, I do have 13 sky shards. I'm gonna park at one that I can fish at. I think if I don't get these soon, I might go do Hair and Dark because I'd rather get sky shards while I'm in my last half hour stream. Don't worry, be happy. Have you thought of just being happy? Something I've been told. Yeah. The thing about a lot of that advice is that it is technically true. And for some people, it is actually possible to kind of step outside of everything and have a better outlook because it is, for some people it is possible. But when it is not accessible to you, it is not a helpful thing to suggest. It's a very rare person that can go, oh yeah, you're right, and then just feel better. Technically possible, generally impractical. I think often there's like an element of it feeling dismissive as well. Like whoever's giving the advice doesn't particularly understand how you feel or where you're coming from, and they're just kind of minimizing it because they don't understand it. It's also never fun to feel like the way you feel about a thing is up for debate. I hate that. You can have valid discussion with like a trusted person or a therapist or a friend or whatever about like whether or not your feelings are rooted in facts or truth or whether or not they're helpful to you. But someone just telling you that they're dumb is usually not helpful. And it also kind of has to come from the right person. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna get more of this. I'm here. Hang on. I heard the thing. I got distracted. I saw one of my plants was like criminally thirsty and I thought, I can water it. I have time. I've noticed that more annoying problems snap me out of it. I was feeling terrible and then puppies stepped in and ran all over the place. Suddenly more worried about that. Still felt terrible. Now I was thinking about something else. Yep. Been there. Got a great video of an actual moose yesterday. Wow. Like in person? Scary. Spooky. Terrifying. Yeah, I got a mount drop earlier today. I got the Amani Eagle. What do they call it? Amani Sharp Talon, that's the name of it. But in Squirrel Squad, zoomed in was a few meters away. Oh, please be safe. I don't want to lose any of you to getting trampled by a moose. looking at the pet pics. Want to see a moose in person? Seen videos of their Lovecraftian screams. It's amazing. Yeah, I mean, we don't have them on the island, so I'm not in danger of seeing them in person, but I think they're very cool. I would give a wide berth to them, though. Safely many meters away. Good, good, good. Sidebar, mouse tracks. Amazing ice cream. Oh, moose tracks. Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh my god. Here, hang on. I'm gonna pull this up. This is too cool. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Look at the fuzzy antlers! Oh my god, he's so cute. He or she. The urge to name it. Look at how cute! Look at how happy cute looking! Oh my god, it looked at you. It's looking at you, it's like, oh! Why is there paparazzi here? Definitely a he. Oh man. It was like when I was taking a video of a bear from my backyard and then it looked at me and I'm like, I'm gonna go back inside. Also, I had reversed it, so I thought I was taking a video of a bear, but what I had done is I had taken a video of me walking over to it, stopped it, pointed my phone while not recording at the bear for like 30 seconds, and then started it again because I had kind of inverted my idea of when it was recording. So I have a bunch of video of nothing. Like, squeeze me. Love animals. Wife and I were bathing elephants in a sanctuary in Thailand. He tail whipped her, got it on a video. Oh man. Ran back to the car real quick. Name it. I don't know. He looks like a Horus. He just wouldn't leave my fruit alone. 3 bees eating my breakfast. Hungry bees. What do we have lately? I have tuna hunting a spider that my partner texted me. Have to see if it actually looks out the window though. It does not actually. Bruce the moose, moose the Bruce. No, I don't think we have a date for 12/1. I'm sure it's not crazy far out though. I might do this world quest while I'm waiting. Weirdest things, we saw him go into our hike at like 5:30. He was still there at 11:30 when we returned. Also there's another male moose in that field. But he found a good spot. Keystone Mounts look so sick for season 2. I looked at them and then I forgot what they looked like. I love this world quest. It's like the only world quest anymore that you can do in like 10 seconds. 150 more I get to keep. We should go to Herondar. I'll do one more lap of these and then I'm just gonna get myself to Herondar and go farm some of those rares for some sky shards. Weird skeleton flying wyvern. Oh yeah. Green for 2k, red for 3k. Yeah, that's right. Hello, Mr. Sonic Gen. Hope you're having a lovely Friday. Purple trees are nice. Oh, rare. Hope this Nemesis is fun. Season 1 Nemesis was boring. Yeah, it really, really was. I bet they're gonna compensate a little bit and make it a little bit harder. Probably not like Kaiveza levels of hard, but probably probably somewhere in between. We'll see. Haven't tried it. Have to work all weekend overnight at the hospital, so today is my Monday. Let me talk to you about Kaiveza. I hate her and love her. I was relieved when I killed her, that's for sure. That was hard. But I felt pretty accomplished at the end of it. I felt like I'd really done something by the end of it, especially on a Shadow Priest. Neleus was just kind of confusing. It was like, what happened? What is this? It took me like 70 plus attempts, and when I beat her, my heart rate was at 165 according to my Apple Watch. 18 minutes.
Still recovering from the Twilight Bleed.
Wow.
Help us got a urge round the
Still
shrine
haven't
of
done
bounty
Mr.
for
Null.
medicine.
Yeah. Let's go to here. We'll do a little dance. Do a little boogie. Jumped out of my seat when I beat her. I know a challenge is hard when I look at the video back and I get very dead in the face. I get very locked in. I forget that people are looking at me. And I just do the thing. Takes a long time for me to get there. It takes a lot of practice. Does not come naturally. I'm gonna do a little dance. Well, my character's gonna do a little dance. I wonder where this is gonna take me to, actually. Complete zone out. Nope, that did not take me back. Can we route walk to? Oh, good, there's no cooldown on it. I was a little worried it was gonna lock me out. Yeah, sometimes being stubborn is an asset. Dreading doing the Nemesis this season. I was never able to beat Kaiveza. Went in, beat Neleus first try, and was like, is that supposed to happen? I couldn't believe I did it without full consumes. I did it without looking up the fight. I just kind of wung it, and then it just sort of died. Like it just felt wrong. It seems that the experience is very different depending on what role you took it on. It seemed like, funnily enough, tanks had a harder time with it. It was tuned, the tank buster was quite dangerous. But for like a ranged DPS or a healer, it was kind of a whatever. Did feel great to finally get Kaiveza, like the challenge. Tried this one in S-Priest after buying a new mouse. Did it on 2 attempts on lock. So uninterested in Kaiveza because of the guessing game. Oh, here's a rare. Like the cup game or the cup game. The thing that I feel like got me killed on Kaiveza more than anything else was just tripping on a line, honestly. The thing that I thought was going to be the easiest thing ended up being the thing that got me killed. Like, eventually I got good at facing the clones, and eventually I got good at the cup game. But every now and then the lines under your feet would just toast me. Like, if they spawned in a bad spot, or I was in a bad spot, or I just disagreed with where the line was or something, like, I feel like towards the end that was holding me back more than anything else. I had to get kind of lucky and get good lines. Had to switch brand for Hunter or to Healer, yeah. Yeah, the daggers were crazy. Crazy difficulty bump. Most satisfying one boss challenges I completed were from Legion Mage Tower fights when they were current. Same with the Warlock encounter when they first released that option. That was so hard. Water looks beautiful. Are your graphics cranked? They're not bad. Let me see. My water quality is at good. It's not on high. So it could still get better. I keep my graphics kind of medium so that I can still have good streaming performance on the same PC. Extremely hard, but I'm a proud owner of Green Fire. Cabeza felt like it was tuned for something not meant for Delve players. To me, those felt like sort of, and I never did the first version of it. I didn't do the War Within Season 1 guy. But, felt to me more like an evolution of Mage Tower than anything to do with Delves. It kind of felt like Delves was just the place where it lived. This one's a little tiny bit tricky for my hunter to do, because her gear is only 260. It is an elite, but this is the easiest of the elites, I think. Oh, she's stun immune. I don't know if I knew that or not. Well, I can kick every second cast. I miss kill command. Feels weird to not have it still. Where did it go? Oh no, not me skipping my rocks. What if we get a mount? It could happen. No, no luck. Cabeza was also a raid boss, yes. That character was a raid boss before she was a Delve Nemesis. In a previous expansion or previous season, I forget which. She had some similar mechanics, but it wasn't the same fight. Boss from the first season raid. Gotcha. Having execute was fun as a hunter. I'm not sure if they let like a different spec keep it or if it's just gone from all of them now, but I certainly don't seem to have it as BM. She was there to assassinate Queen Nonsurek, but failed because we stopped her. And then we went to assassinate Queen Nonsurek? I really did not pay attention to the lore, apparently. That's funny. Seems like we could have let nature take its course, saved a little bit of time. Any more rares? Lots of lumber. The Nerubian raid and a random ethereal boss felt out of place, so read the lore there. That makes sense. What's funny is you're totally right. Cabeza is very out of place in a Nerubian raid, and I never thought twice about it. I didn't second guess that even a little bit. Like, oh hey, she's here. Look at that. Wow. Sir Reeby, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Thanks for picking me for your Prime sub. Wonder when WoW will finally help us noobs give us legends on maps. Hate needing add-ons for that. Map filter. They don't have a legend, do they? Huh. I never thought of it before. You're right. Here's my fishy. One mount, please. I feel bad just asking for a mount. How lucky can one person get? Legend Zone when you make the map smaller. Oh, there it is. There's the map legend. It's on the bottom tab. I have no idea where anything is in main cities. Those they definitely don't mark for you. They make you ask guards. Yeah, so they'll tell you what all the icons mean at least, so that's something. But if you're just trying to find like the profession trainer or a bank or an auction house in town, you're gonna have to either, like you're saying, an add-on or ask a guard until you learn where it is. I just caved and got City Guide because I was no good at remembering. Wasn't happening for me. Need to show where inns are. You can have some of those things marked in your mini-map with townsfolk tracking, but I think it would be nice if they let you mark them on your main map that way as well. Got a handy notes add-on called Map Notes. What does that do? I haven't heard of that one. Sort of like City Guide? Seems to do a lot. Wow, a lot of treasure out here. I guess I haven't done regular treasures in this character, so she's got like the normal ones too. Don't mind if I do. Be cool when they put coordinates in the map, one less add-on to run. I actually haven't had coordinates in a while. My coordinate add-on either pooped out a few patches ago or I just got sick of it and I deleted it. So I've just been going coordinatelessly. I think what I started doing was I started using map pins instead. Like if I needed to get Wowhead coordinates for something, they would give them to me as a map pin and I would just paste the map pin in-game. So I guess I've been kind of bypassing them. I've turned TomTom on for a few things, but I used to use map cords. You're uncoordinated? Pardon me. Sleepy. Any more rares? Let me fly up, do lap again. So excited to finally get them. Tired of going to WoW to find something, have all the comments be coordinates. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of older WoW comments are definitely in kind of go to blank, 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 blank. I'm hoping that they not only give you your personal coordinates, but also show you on the map cursor coordinates. Because that was always how I managed to find things. I'm not really good at remembering which axis or which coordinates. I missed that day in flight school. So normally to figure out where I'm going, I have to kind of wiggle my mouse around to remember which direction is which number-wise and kind of find it that way. Any luck? Nope. Check on this one. Ship traveling locations too. Not too bad. TomTom is something that I will get whenever I am doing some kind of task that needs me to go to like 15 different coordinates one after another. And it's easier for me to paste a big list of them into TomTom so that the arrow like updates. Most things that I'm doing, I can just kind of use the in-game map pins and coordinates because, or not coordinates, but in-game map pins, because if I'm just going to one spot, then I don't really feel like I need to TomTom it, but whenever I'm just doing like a tour of different things, that's not like candy buckets. But it's been a while since I've done something like that, to be honest. We'll check on Mind Rot. Don't mind if I do. Any balanced druid players here? Gotta be at least one. Trying to shrink on add-ons. So far down to 10. Oh! That's pretty impressive. 3 rares left out here. Doing pretty good. I have a question I don't want to use class discords for. See if our friend's up here. Maybe go wait at the south one and clear out our bags for a minute or two. I wonder how many add-ons I'm using. I feel like it's a lot more than 10. I enable and disable mine sometimes. Like, I'll turn things off and on over time, so I might not be using an add-on for a few patches, but I'll keep it installed, but just not active. Number 1 add-on personally, OP. Yeah, I know people like that. Oh, wait. I didn't realize that the Truth Spreader summons Fungarian believers. Keep ADT off most of the time, makes the game randomly stutter. Yeah. Oh. One last rare, and I can luckily... Oh, what's up? Even luckier. I was gonna say I can fish while I wait. I don't even have to wait. Man, we really managed to clear out both zones on like a full 3 characters. I'm gonna need maybe to work on getting a 4th or a 5th 90 in time walking so that I can have more characters to run this on. Because especially when I get my second to last mount, once that penultimate mount drops and I'm down to just needing 1 more, it's gonna be kind of... I'm gonna run out of characters. I'm not gonna be able to spend 3 hours farming. Hi, Wallower. How are you doing today? Happy Friday. I've got a couple more in Zolomon that we didn't catch, so we can head back there and try it again. Actually, I think the Root Walk Return might do it. Would you interview Ian? I have done before. I have done it in the past. I don't know if I want to do it again. I think there's better people to do it. And I would prefer the interviews to go to those creators that are like really motivated and excited and have lots of really good questions. What about 7th 90? Lunch and afternoon tea.
Many are still recovering from the Twilight Bleed attack. Help us got a urge round the
That
shrine
Hearthstone
of
casting
Thoth
animation's
Goddess.
intense. It's a it's the Harrenir dance animation, but it's their root walking. It's a racial they have. Yeah. I'm not really too fussed about whatever they're saying in interviews for the most part, because I'm not too worried about the direction the game's going. I'm willing to kind of trust their judgment and play whatever they come out with. I don't really have the mojo anymore to really care too much about what they are or are not going to do coming forward. Like, I haven't felt really caught up in what there is in ages. I'm just sort of happy to vibe and be here. Yeah. Honestly, I don't really watch interviews anymore when they do them. I will maybe read the Cliff's Notes if it sounds relevant to my field of interest. But I know if there's anything really important that they want to announce, they're gonna do it in like an actual WoWcast or something. wait around. Clear out our bags a little bit. Maybe put some shards into the war banks. See how we're doing.
I have many lucky doos you like.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to ask them why they're not doing pet battles anymore, because I don't know that the answer would help me. It's either going to be an answer I don't want to hear, or people don't want to hear, or it's going to be kind of like a diplomatic half-truth. And it doesn't matter. They're either going to do more of it or they won't. Why is kind of immaterial. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting really cynical with my age. I also have a lot less faith in whatever they say ever since the Hearthsteel post. I don't think I'm ever gonna really trust their word again. Yeah, you're vibing. If I don't enjoy the game, just go do something else. Exactly. It's a take or leave it kind of thing. Let's pop open the warp. Actually, we can sell some stuff too. It is what it is. Why fret over it kind of vibe. Any TLDR on the Hearthsteel thing? Oh, it's a paid currency that they're using to let people buy a currency that you can then spend in the cash shop specifically for decor. It's just it's a shop currency. It's a shop premium currency that is specifically for decor. They came out with a blue post explaining it that was the most condescending, also not sense-making garbage that I've ever seen, and it offended me so much that I've been kind of off of anything they say ever since. They basically tried to say that Hearthsteel was definitely not a scummy monetization practice, and it is for sure just a convenience thing for players, because they don't want to be like making a ton of little charges to buy little low-cost items on the shop. So let's let you charge once and then spend all that currency, and we're just gonna blow past the fact that Battle.net Balance exists for that exact purpose. We're just not gonna mention that. Like, their whole excuse is completely invalidated by the existence of BNet Balance. The only reason to actually have it is to help obfuscate the link between the money you're spending and the actual act of spending it. It's like a well-known, vaguely scummy thing that companies do in microtransactions to help people spend more money, and to pretend that it's anything else and try to have the audacity to say it's actually for our own good is just so egregious that I can't get over it. I can't believe that someone typed that up and hit send. I'd be interesting to hear how you think it's tax evasion. Infuriating. It's just so, like, I don't know. How dumb do they think we are? A little offending. A little offensive. I should keep a screenshot of it somewhere, because I bet you they take it down one day, if they haven't already. And I don't plan to forget. And Hearthsteel, though, that I can get behind. I don't know if I can do the King Diamondback in this character. Yeah, I haven't bought anything on the shop since then, and I don't think that I will. I don't really want to see it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to show it in a video. I don't really want to show it on stream. Anytime someone's like, Hazel, have you seen the new shop thing? It's going to be a nope, not for me. I think you want BNet Balance, but you don't. Would suggest to them to reunite the original devs, Kaplan, Tom Chilton, etc. Then we can trust hope for the best. I mean, maybe. I don't feel that way. I think that there is a big cultural celebrity around, like, the really famous devs, and I think that it is a function of... I'm sure they're great at their jobs, but I think imagining that they would send things back to the past, I think there is a lot more that has changed with WoW and with the ecosystem and the landscape of MMOs in general than just like a couple of devs have changed. I think that it's a nice thought. I think it's nostalgia. I don't think it holds a lot of actual... I don't think it would fix anything. Other cash shops for games, they do it for credit card minimums or whatever. Not that I'm a fan. I mean, credit card minimums are a them problem. Credit card transaction fees are a them problem. And also, they already have BNet balance. They already have BNet balance. You can load up $200 of BNet balance in one credit card transaction and then spend that on Hearthstone Decor. Or on WoW Decor. It's not even them making Hearthsteel. I could have kind of gotten over that. It was the post defending it that I can't justify. I can't. This is the worst PR I've ever seen in my life. These days, wouldn't mind being sent back to the past. I gotta find a way to make my peace with the future, because that is where we're going. But I don't think the deceptive message destroyed it for a lot of people. I kind of feel like I'm alone on that hill. I'm just being bitter and won't let go of it. I won't get over it. A lot of people, every time we bring this up, there's a lot of people that just had no idea because it didn't get that much press, and at the end of the day, nobody really cares. Which is how they can continue to get away with it. They do these things because they print money. It's a business. That's kind of their job at the end of the day. And I don't mind a business being a business and behaving like a business. I just really hate when they also pretend to be our friend. Don't do both. Both is gross. Both is emotional manipulation, and I don't like it. Do you see Avatel's video on the treehouse exterior? It was so great, exactly how I felt, because it is that deep. Anyway. It's going to be BlizzCon time, and they're going to come out with the moving videos of the, oh my gosh, we're all family, and we're all here for each other, and look at how much this all means to us, and people are going to eat it up like they always do. The community means a lot, but it is a little gross how they're able to leverage it. Anyway. I am wrapping up for today. Man, I didn't think I was going to wrap up on a rant. I was hoping I could get one more rare kill. I would like to thank you guys very much for joining me today. I appreciate the company. I'll be back tomorrow and Saturday for some weekend streams. If I do some more rare farming, maybe get lucky with more mounts. We'll see. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.